In the world of Radio Shock Jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio Bad Boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio Shock Jocks, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Shock Jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock Jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock Jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Two mentally retarded women strapped with remote control explosive were used as unwitting suicide bombers. Run! It is Pete Rose!
This is where entertainment is going.
You're a drunken pig and you're not sexy. I hope you're killed by a drunk driver that isn't you. Like I hope you're killed by a drunk driver when you're sober.
They are sick freaks.
What was the biggest piece of you're involved with?
I think this is the way to go with this interview, I'm thinking.
This show.
It's time for people to understand these are words. If you don't like them, turn the dial.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Oh, my God. Hey, good morning.
Well, that clip is in the intro now.
Yeah, as soon as it happened, we're like, you got to get that in the intro of the show. Michael Madsen was on our show Friday, and we had so much fun with that guy. We got to replay that the next time we take a day off.
That clip is great, though. Oh, pretty much ask him, what's the biggest piece of crap, you've ever been involved in? Because he's made some movies that were pretty bad. He knows it. He doesn't shy away from it.
Free Willy comes to mind.
Yeah, stuff like that. So it's like, what's the biggest piece of crap that you were ever involved in? And after just a couple of seconds of pondering it, he goes, this show.
A couple? There wasn't even space between.
A couple of seconds.
There wasn't even space between the question and the answer. It was Michael Madsen, of course, from Reservoir Dogs, the famous scene with Stuck in the Middle.
Oh, yeah.
Playing and all that. And it was obvious he just didn't want to answer any questions. But he was cool. Like, you could tell you weren't really supposed to just have a regular interview with this guy.
No. We hung with him for just about an hour. And it was nothing but hysterically funny crap. He's open and honest about Hollywood and what a bunch of douches they are. And
I'm so irritated I missed that. Why is he bitter? Because he's such a great actor. It's so weird.
Well, I don't know what it is, but he seems a bit bitter that he's not getting a lot of roles. And he's got to go to... He's made 18 movies in 1 year, and they're all made in, like, Peru or Scandinavia.
Bulgaria was one of them.
Bulgaria.
Wow, he's such a great actor.
I know. We're thinking he either is extremely difficult to work with, or the way he is the way he is, and he has no depth to his acting abilities and just plays that guy.
He's definitely a bridge burner. He definitely hinted that there's a lot of young guys in Hollywood that are getting his roles.
What's that? The guy that wears the towel? Which one?
Yeah.
The guy comes out without a shirt and has the towel on? Yeah, hire him.
Just making fun of young Hollywood. Basically saying, look, they might look good, but they don't have any acting chops.
Yeah, that was good. The guy, and all he would call him was the guy in the towel.
Matthew McConaughey.
He's not who he is.
Yeah.
He's beating him up.
The guy in the towel.
It's great.
He's right. That's who he is, the guy in the towel.
The guy in the towel.
And then on his website, he
big knot in the front.
Yeah. On his website, he reviews his own movies, and basically he gives you the list of movies you should see that he made. Ones that skip it, ones that he hasn't even seen, and then explains why he made some of these movies. Like, I forgot which movie.
One was great. He goes, the mortgage was due.
Yeah.
He goes, the mortgage was due, so I made this piece of garbage.
It's what's his website, E-Rock? MichaelMadsen.com? Yeah. Funny. So, but just a lot of fun. I think we got a new friend to the radio show. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was reading the Whackbag had a review, and it was really informative. All the questions that were a lot of the interview.
Oh, cool.
You asked him a good question, but I can't remember what it was. It was annoying me.
Michael Madsen?
It was a good question. Yeah, now I'm mad. I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember. I don't even remember really asking questions. We were just kind of doing the hang with him. He had so many.
My ass off.
He had so many great Hollywood stories. Just great stories. He worked at a gas station, and his first customer
Beverly Hills, yeah.
His first customer was Fred Astaire. Comes in with a flat tire on Christmas Eve.
Wow.
And then after he started getting acting gigs, his boss gave him an ultimatum. what are you going to do? That or this? And he's like, let me really think about that. Yeah, should I pump gas for you? Or get a movie career?
Pump gas for $2.50 an hour.
Yeah, $2.50 an hour at the
Maybe
Citgo.
get in a movie.
It's like, take it easy.
Ray, I'll get back to you.
Yeah, I'll get back to you.
Ray, I'll get back to you.
Ray, that was the guy's name.
Oh, man, dude. Intimidating, freaking eyes. I introduced myself. I go, hey, Opie. And he just starts laughing because he knows it's a dumb name. And he wasn't even going to hide it. I'm like, all right, I like this guy.
He was cool.
Yeah, right on.
Good job.
Let's say hi to Joe in Cleveland. Joe, what's going on today?
Good morning, guys.
Good morning,
Boy.
Joe.
Live.
Yeah, we're live in Cleveland. I don't know what the hell happened, but
nice.
We don't know. We don't care. We're just glad you're back.
Well,
thank you, sir.
I hear Rover's out. I hear that they couldn't come to an agreement or something.
That was the announcement we heard this morning.
Okay, so he's moving on.
Everything we heard was the ecstasy of gold, and we are overwhelmed with joy. Welcome back, boys.
Oh, I appreciate that. And you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything bad about Rover. He was always cool to us, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't really talk to the guy, but well, why don't you keep talking because you know more about the situation than we do.
Sir.
Well, good luck to Rover.
You understand? I was just using you to set up our whole Cleveland spiel.
Course.
You idiot!
Ouch.
Ouch.
Good out, boys.
All right.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, Rover was always good to us, always good to Jimmy when he was in town, always good to our comedian friends. So I don't know what's going on. I'm sure he'll be fine in the end.
Of course.
But we're not going to sit here and punt or any of that crap.
Wow, that's a great hook.
Huh?
That's a great hook to have.
Yeah.
And punch.
Start using that. Wonderful.
I guess we were the last to know, by the way, because I think we were on in Cleveland yesterday, even though we didn't do live radio. And I had to find out, not from our agent or anybody, but from somebody else, like really late last night, and quickly sent an email out to everybody.
In the company.
We were pretty much the last to know.
That's all right. It's better to be the last to know when you're being added to a station.
You think?
Yeah, than to be the last to know when you're being taken off.
Well, a lot of people calling from Cleveland already, so thank you.
That's nice. Thank you.
That's pretty cool. Jimmy was in San Francisco all weekend. Was that good?
Ooh.
It was great, actually.
Yeah.
I have a lot of O&A fans out there complaining that we're going to be off their AM station next month. I guess.
Yeah.
Been made.
Oh, that PD can't wait to.
Oh.
He hit the press like a few months ago going, look, I'm just riding this contract out.
We want them gone.
We want them gone.
Yes, we understand.
Why is he want us gone so bad?
I really don't know. I mean, we don't really talk to the guy. So,
No.
I mean, we were on the FM. They moved us over to the AM, so I think he was forced to take us. We don't want any station to be forced to take us, to be honest. You know, we'll find some places to broadcast from, no problem. People that get the show like Buffalo and Boston and Cleveland and Syracuse.
And New York.
Yes, of course, New York.
Do they still want us here?
Hope so.
So,
I tried a good time. I have a little audio of myself they're cutting up from Valentine's Day night.
What?
I normally come in with audio.
From what?
I wasn't feeling well.
From the stage?
No, from my room.
You record yourself in your room?
Yes.
Wait, what is
great.
this? What's going on,
I'll
Jimmy?
just let them bring it in when they're
That's
ready.
just
There's nothing that terrific.
it just sounds funny.
Yeah, I don't want to set it up like it was just the most amazing moment, and you're like,
That's it. No, it's good. It's a nice candid moment, it sounds like. I haven't heard it.
let's just say, wow, fish on a plane. Good move, Jim.
Oh, no way. Really?
Yeah.
There's fish on the plane.
Why would you order the fish on a plane?
Because they had 3 pastas.
Yeah.
Oh.
They had 3. I asked them, she said, no, we only had 3 for this flight.
Yeah.
3.
When are they going to understand that some people do like to eat healthy?
Well,
Like, the
apparently,
choices are always
fish is
the worst.
supposed to be a healthy food to eat.
Not if you're ordering it on a plane.
Not on a plane.
Where are you? You're in the air. Fish like the water. Why would you order fish if you're up in the air?
How far away from the natural habitat of a fish is it when you're on a plane?
Say you order the steak because you're closer to cows than you are fish when you're flying.
Is there the land level?
That's the
You have
logic.
to go below the
Right.
ocean.
That's the logic you got to use.
And the fish is always, I was just saying the birds. But I said the fish because I'm stupid.
Ideally.
Chicken's always good. Even though they're a flightless bird, they're a little higher up. They can, when they get scared, flutter, flutter.
Ralph from Belleville is like wondering why we didn't give Mike Madsen, some of the because we were kissing his ass so much. Well, you can't, blank sex.
Yeah.
Oh. Is he joking that we kissed his ass so much?
Hey.
What? The guy's a great guest. He gives us great radio for almost an hour. And what are we supposed to do? Get on and bash him?
You know what I love?
You jerk.
You know what I love? The people that don't appreciate our passion for what we do. If we have a guest in that does great radio for us, we're going to show some excitement. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're not bitter at, F still doing this job.
Why don't you throw something at him? Yeah, okay.
We get excited.
Why don't you make him mad so he walks out? Yeah, okay, we'll do that too. Instead of just having a great time with a actor that's amazing, been in movies, some of my favorite movies. And, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
That's a smart move.
Yeah. Sorry that we show some excitement there. I don't know what to tell you.
That's why we're on the radio and you're just emailing us. Hate that.
Wait, E-Rock's saying he's got a good Michael Madsen ID. You know what? This is Michael Madsen Tuesday, I just decided. That's what we do now.
Ooh.
That's what we do now.
Nice.
E-Rock, what do you got?
Hey, this is Michael Madsen. You're listening to my pal, Little Jimmy Norton. He's not really my pal. I've never met the guy in my life.
I like him.
and he's just chewing gum the whole time. Yeah. He didn't even spit his gum out. You hear him, all right, Jimmy Norton.
All right, listen. We just turned the show into Michael Madsen Tuesday. One time only. We're not doing this every Tuesday.
Of course not.
Get the guys in the back room to start cutting up audio from the interview. Just quick little Michael Madsen clips.
Some golden tidbits from his interview.
They don't have to be long-winded crap. Just little quick ones.
Some of the funniest stuff was just 2 or 3 words that came out of his mouth.
Yeah. Hold on. See, people are already requesting Michael Madsen clips. Scott in D.C., what's up?
Oh, God.
Hey, man.
Good morning, boys.
Hey.
Hey, you got to tell Jimmy about the story he told on the movie set with the chickens.
Yes.
Wasn't that...
lighter fluid. And that's what I'm going to say. Chickens and lighter fluid, okay?
Yep, don't ruin it.
Wasn't that Sam Peckinpah?
Sam Peckinpah.
I've been doing Michael Madsen all weekend long.
Why not? Just kind of talk like this. Chew your gum.
So they look like they were sleeping.
Don't ruin it. I absolutely do want to hear that story again.
All right, that one you can go long form. The chicken lighter fluid.
Cut
story.
that one up because that was great. And, what a twisted piece of work, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to Gary in Canada. Gary, what's up?
Hey, boys. How you doing today?
Pretty good.
Good. I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not. Enjoying President's Day for you folks down there and up here in Ontario anyway. We had Family Day yesterday, which is a lot of fun. But anyway, I caught last night that Adam Carolla is supposed to be on the next episode or next series of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, no.
Yuck.
Oh, yeah.
How about yuck?
Yeah.
And what are we supposed to be excited or something, Gary?
Well, I don't know if you're supposed to be excited or not, but I thought maybe it'd be, make for a couple seconds of interesting radio.
It's kind of weird. I mean, all the people they could pick, and they pick him. What is he going to add to the show, really?
Yeah.
Promotion. He'll promote it.
They've got
promote a little bit? It doesn't seem like they really need to promote that show, though.
That's true.
They've got quite a handful of stars this time around. They got Monica Seles.
Yep.
And what was her name there? The hot one from American Pie.
I got to tell you, we weren't even going to do a break on the fact that Adam Carolla is on the next Dancing with the Stars. But now we got to. I don't know. I saw the faces. It was a lot of who gives a craps.
Yeah.
It's in the back. See, I don't even know where it is in the paper. You know what? We're going to cut our losses with that. Yeah, good luck to Adam. What can I tell you? Anthony, how was Atlantic City, man?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I was over at the Borgata. The Borgata.
Is that still the only place to go down there?
That's the only place I really go. That marina section, they're building it up. They're putting a little MGM over there. They're the boardwalk casinos. I'm not a big fan.
Well,
not a big fan.
I went to one. I was pretty much scared.
Yeah.
It was infested with hookers, like my old place was infested with mice and cockroaches.
The buildings are just too old. The decor is horrible. You go into a room and they're awful. But the Borgata took care of me. Gave me a suite that was just ludicrous.
Wait, can I explain my statement before you?
Yes.
I was scared because there were so many hookers around. Because it wasn't the the Pretty Woman type of hookers, by the way. These were just ghetto broads.
Right.
And had razor blades and all sorts of tools of danger.
Shaving?
Of shaving.
They were just scary people. Just, right around midnight, man, the whole place turns. They turn over the place. And it's just infested with these ladies of the evening that are just downright scary.
See, that doesn't happen over there at the lovely Borgata. I was there. The Borgata babes are all walking around, and they're very nice. You go to like the Trop. I went there once. Oh my God, it was like the women that with the beehive hairdos that work at the diners with all the plates up their arms, going to a table. How you doing, honey? They're the ones that are working over at the other casinos.
But see, that would be kind of fun in a way.
No,
just to see something different.
Not.
No,
it isn't. When you have a Borgata babe walk past you, I defy you not to turn your head and look. It's just that's how they are. They put them on weight restriction. Remember that whole big controversy that they couldn't gain a certain amount of weight and everything.
The Borgata?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I saw on the TV in the room they put out a calendar featuring the Borgata babes. So that's nice to look at while you're there. And then I was playing poker at first. So I sit down at the poker table, and they start roping off the table next to me. So I'm like, what's going on here? A lot of guys are like, what the hell's going on? They're roping it off. So then there was a little bit of commotion. So I turn and look, and here he comes. Howard Stern and his
gamble
and his cronies to play at the 1-2 table.
What's the 1-2 table?
It's the $1 table.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Just a bunch of white chips, the cheapy chips. And it's in the high roller section of the poker room.
But he's playing for $1?
Yeah, they're just $2.
Is that the minimum?
$2.
$2?
Yeah, it's pretty much the minimum bet. But the blinds are $1 and $2. So the bets,
right.
You're betting out $2.
Oh, that could go up pretty fast, no?
Ooh. So I'm just playing over at the table right next to him, and apparently somebody caught a view of me, and I saw somebody tell someone else at their table, and the word kind of got around, and then the guy got up, walked around the table to Howard, and told him. And he looked up and looked over, and I gave him a finger-waving toodaloo hello. I just went, hello, Howard. And he started laughing, said hi. Said, oh, you guys, you're at the high roll, you're playing at the high roller table. And I said something about, I'm losing all my XM money. And then it was just, them playing at their table, me playing at ours. When he got up to leave, shook my hand and left. Seemed nice enough. But he had like 20 white chips in his hand. And I think he was asking the person where he goes to cash them in. It's like, could you just give it to the dealer? It's $20 for the love of God. Cheapo.
You're worth a few bucks.
Yeah. I think he could afford to give the poor dealer $20.
Leave the 20 white chips behind.
Don't worry about your white chips.
Yeah, throw it to the little people.
But that's the way you should do it. You sit down, you have a few laughs, and you walk away with $20. Not like you, where they're bringing you change of clothes and diapers.
That's true.
You know what's funny about that story? They see Howard coming, and they know what he makes, right?
Yeah.
And they're thinking, all right, we're going to get a
gonna be a good one. It's going to be a biggie.
And he breaks out the white chips.
But there were so many people taking pictures of us, and you can't take pictures in the casino. It's not allowed, but they were taking out their phones and snapping and getting the right angle so they could get us both in the shot.
Right.
Because it's like, and another guy's just, I can't believe it. I got a picture with both of them. That's never going to happen again. So it was that was interesting, and then earlier in the day, I should have known something was up and it was because Artie was playing there. He was with Nick DiPaolo.
Well, which we promoted, by the way,
on Saturday night.
We promoted big time for those guys.
Yeah, so
which is weird. The two shows are just I don't know what's going on with the two shows at this point. There's so many people that get along. It's weird. But anyway,
so I'm getting something to eat before this whole poker thing, and I hear from behind me, "Hey, how are you?"
Yuck.
I turn around, and there he is, my ex-wife's lawyer, Dominic.
Now it's time to say,
and his wife.
Yuck.
So he puts his hand out to shake it, and I got my sandwich in my right hand.
Yeah.
So I just kind of give him this limp-wristed left hand shake without looking at him. And so how are you? How are you? I was good. And he starts like talking like I want to hear this. I don't want to talk to him.
Well, do people understand that's the lawyer that represented Ant's wife in the
Still
divorce
does.
case? Still does. 10 years later or whatever it is. I've lost
Still
track.
does. I got a meeting at 3:00 today that involves legal stuff because of this divorce that's been over since 1999.
Why would he think it's okay to just have small talk with
I don't know. I think lawyers are such animals that they don't understand the concept that just because we're not in a courtroom doesn't mean I don't still hate you. You put me through more agony and hardship that I can't just separate the moment now that you're just a human at a casino. I still can't stand you. And then as he talking to his wife, and he's like, "Didn't you represent his brother's wife?" "Oh, yes, I do remember her name, Colleen, and this." And I'm like, this is some fun conversation while I'm trying to eat. You're talking about, who you represented as you destroyed our lives.
They have this thing where to them it's just business.
Right. No, it's not to me.
But it's not. It's like,
of course not.
They like kind of write off their repulsive behavior.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they all behave that way.
Lawyers have to think in that mindset or else they'd go crazy thinking everywhere they go, people hate them. But lawyers, everywhere you go, people hate you. They hate you.
So, and then he wanted you to do his voice or something?
Yeah, so he's leaving because I was just like, "Hey, I'm eating." And he goes, "Do the voice, and he goes to his wife, "He does a great voice." And I go, "I'm not a performing seal. Go." "Okay, take care. You've always been a gentleman."
Ugh.
Gentleman?
Yuck.
Jesus Christ. So then he showed up at the table after Howard left, and I just yelled over there. I go, "Don't lose all my money." So that was a little excitement at the tables. I did very well at blackjack.
Good.
That night.
You're not allowed to say anymore how well.
No, I won't say how
we
well.
We used to have fun with that because you would tell us when you lost really badly, and you would tell us
Yeah.
when you won extremely.
It was a pretty good win. It was good. Danny had to just play with the money. He just had to take it out and start playing with it because it was just bricks that he enjoyed seeing in his hands.
What?
Yeah, just, bricks.
What?
He took off his clothes and just dry humped them.
Yeah.
Bricks of hundreds.
So that went well. And then, that's pretty much it.
Did you pass out in any fruit plates or any of that crap?
No. I kept it pretty good. I had some beers, but nothing at the point where I passed out in a fruit plate.
Where's your liver at? Are you all right with your liver?
Yeah, the liver feels good.
Still functioning above
still
70%?
functioning.
I'm just hoping it functions above 70%.
As long as it's above 70, is that good?
As soon as it drops below 70, then we're going to...
No shots, nothing like that. I was drinking beer at the tables, but I was getting up a lot and switching tables and stuff like that, so I really didn't have an opportunity to get completely hammered, which was good. It was just a good, fun weekend there at the Borgata. Got to thank them. Like I said, they gave me a ridiculous suite. Huge. It was like a friggin' apartment.
Because you're a whale.
And they sent a car all the way out to Long Island.
Wow.
A limo to drive us there and back.
Because you're a nice person?
Yeah, because I'm a nice guy.
Okay.
They don't treat me that good, and I work there.
Oh.
Because you play the white chips, Jimmy.
Oh, boy.
You got to play the biggies.
They want their money back.
I'm a video
best
poker
thing.
guy, so...
Oh, hey.
Whoa.
High stakes.
That limo's coming, Jimmy. That limo's coming.
You just stand outside and wait for it. It'll be there.
They'll send an Edsel and strap me to the roof. Here you go, douche.
I think it's hilarious that you're now considered a whale by these casinos. It amazes me.
Yeah.
And a regular dude from Long Island used to put in air conditioners, and now you're a whale at casinos.
The only thing that was a little disappointing was Marissa didn't call anyone the C word.
No.
She got us thrown out of the casino last time. But she said if she knew it was Dominic Barbara and his wife, she would have absolutely just called him the C word and the wife and everything else, which would have been really funny.
I think you probably should have too.
Yeah, I probably should have. I just woke up and I was trying to eat.
We have to hear your rants from time to time. I mean, the least you could do is to,
I can't
give him a shot or two.
I can't really do that. I can't really do that because I don't know what kind of legal repercussions there would be in the courtroom.
In a casino?
I have no idea.
None. Have at it.
Idea. I just want this.
I
just want whatever litigation's going on now. I want it over and done with, and I want all those people out of my life.
All right.
That's all I want.
All right, we got to do our first break. We'll have more stories from Atlantic City with Anthony in a bit. We got lots to do today, man. Gary Coleman has been married for a while now, since August, and he still hasn't had sex with his wife. There's so much going on in the world, but that's the one. That's the one that just stands out today. Gary Coleman hasn't had sex with wife, even though they married in August.
When they're nose to nose, his toes is in it.
Yeah.
And when they're toes to toes, his nose is in it.
You got Fidel Castro resigning as president of Cuba. That's huge. Are we coming in now and taking it over and making it into a nice resort or what?
I don't know what his brother in charge. His brother was like the minister of defense for a while, so I'm sure he's not some soft
But isn't this
guy,
the day we've been waiting for since we could remember? As soon as Castro's out, we're taking the place over?
I think we would like to, open up a little more diplomatic relations with Cuba, and this might be a good opportunity. I think the United States always wanted to shove it in Castro's face that we're not doing any business with you, but anybody else that gets in there we're willing to talk to. So
right.
We'll see. He just looks awful. He's this frail old guy who can barely walk. So
yeah,
he's probably going to be dropping dead soon. Maybe they'll wait till then. I don't know, but
all right, we'll get more info on that. Also, we got
I'd like
Jim.
to get some of those Cuban cigars. That'd be
no
nice.
No kidding. We got Jimmy's audio. We'll play that after the break.
Not Valentine's Day audio.
Mule them in up certain orifices. Ooh, one cigar, 2, 3. How many can you fit?
A bundle.
Yeah.
A bundle of cigars.
Just married in Massachusetts. Here's a whole box with plenty of room for lighters.
The cigars and a Cuban behind you. Smuggling him in.
Also, a reality show in a lot of trouble because one of the reality stars is just being realistic.
Just being a guy, talking people talk.
We'll explain that after the break. And, of course, it's Michael Madsen Day.
Yes.
One day and one day only. So hopefully we'll have some more Michael Madsen clips after the break. It's Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton.
Hey, this is Michael Madsen. You're listening to my pal, Little Jimmy Norton. He's not really my pal. I've never met the guy in my life.
Man, people got to keep it real out there.
Keeping it real.
Ralph from Belleville. He writes in all the time, too. But he just doesn't listen closely. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show, by the way. The instant feedback is up on our website that we can't promote. Yes. That is named after this show.
Indeed.
That's the one we read. ONARadio.com. They have a feedback, I believe, but it's not linked to the one we read, if that makes sense.
None at all. So.
Okay. If you want, us to read your feedbacks, go to the website we cannot promote and find that link. Ralph writes, that's it, Anthony. Kiss Michael Madsen's ass and Rip Howard, the man you and Opie owe your whole careers to.
What? Was that guy listening?
Where did Anthony rip into Howard with that Atlantic City story?
Did I rip into him?
He made fun of him a little bit because he was walking around with 20 white chips worth
$20.
$20. That's
Jesus.
You make fun of anyone. You make fun of anyone for that.
Guy's got a pretty big contract. I think it could afford to bump it up, maybe. I don't know.
That's pretty much the only shot Anthony took at him in that entire story.
Everything else, I said he was very nice, very cordial.
That wasn't even a shot. That was just a funny line.
Yeah. What the hell are you talking about? Anyone hears us just mention his name and they assume we're bashing him. So screw him. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Michael Madsen, we got the chicken story.
Oh, the chicken story.
We decided to make it Michael Madsen Tuesday. Just one Tuesday only. And that Tuesday would be today. We had him on, the dude from Reservoir Dogs, the famous torture scene.
Yeah.
He's been in a million movies. The Getaway, Kill Bill.
Yep.
Free Willy.
Great in. Free Willy, well, My cup of tea.
He was great in Donnie Brasco, yeah.
Donnie Brasco, very good. And he was just a great interview on Friday.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed our time with him, and so we're just going to replay a few clips, just a few Michael Madsen things. This is the chicken story he told on Friday. It's quick.
Made some great movies, yeah.
Yeah, he sure did. I know his godson, Joseph Cope. He's Robert Cope's son.
Oh, yeah?
Told me some good Peckinpah stories, yeah. He told me that when they did, when they were doing Wild Bunch, that at a lunch break, Ben Johnson and Bill and I guess they took some chickens and they buried them in the ground with only the head sticking out on top of the dirt. And then they were all get back with their rifles and they were going to take a target shot and see who could blow the heads off. But the chickens, once they're buried in the ground, they go like they fell asleep. Their heads just go like this, like they're dead. And they just fall asleep, and they're like, "Oh man, this ain't gonna be no fun." You're gonna pop their heads off, but they're sleeping. You know, this isn't right, right?
That isn't right.
And so apparently,
if they're up clucking, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
but sleeping, that's not right.
So apparently, Mr.
Jesus
Peckinpah,
Christ!
Apparently, Sam Peckinpah, apparently him, or maybe it was Warren Oates. One of the two of them apparently went over to the sleeping chickens and squirted Zippo lighter fluid on all their heads.
Oh my God.
It woke them up, yeah. And they were awake then, man. And then, I guess then the shooting began.
It's just amazing.
What a sick story.
Seems like one of those stories you would keep to yourself, but God bless
Sam
Michael Madsen.
Peckinpah or Warren Oates or one of them just took some Zippo lighter fluid to their heads.
Everyone was drunk. I don't know.
Yeah, we were all drinking whiskey. And
I was drunk when I was told the story, so I don't even know if this is true anymore. There you go. Sam Peckinpah.
Michael Madsen.
Right on.
A nut.
So the big news today, obviously, Castro stepping down, resigning. This is what we know so far.
After nearly half a century as ruler of Cuba, Fidel Castro has stepped down. The announcement was made early this morning. The 81-year-old ailing president writing in the online edition of the Daily Communist newspaper that he would not accept a new term when the newly elected parliament meets on Sunday. This effectively ends the controversial communist leader's reign of power, positioning his 76-year-old brother Raul for permanent succession to the presidency.
76, the brother is? I mean,
I wouldn't use 76 and permanent in the same sentence.
Yeah. Maybe
I would use temporarily.
We've waited this long. We could wait a little while longer for that guy to drop off, too.
You know, they promised us that all hell would break loose when this day.
Yeah.
That
ain't going to happen.
Let's go. Let's go.
Boy, that guy has seen some world leaders come and go, though.
Yeah.
Castro.
Yeah.
He just sat there alone in the world after the Soviet Union fell. That's it. He didn't have any big allies or anything. He just sat there, a pretty independent nation, except for, stupid Canada getting in there and helping him out a little bit. But, Cuban cigars. That's all.
Do we get
Let's start exporting them, Cuba.
But aren't we starting to make good ones ourselves, finally?
Nah, nothing's like a Cuban cigar,
But how do you know for sure?
I've smoked Cuban cigars. They're great.
But have you smoked the good stuff that they're making in the States?
In the U.S.?
Yeah.
Not recently, no.
That's right. Those Rochester cigars are delicious.
Oh, it's the perfect climate for growing cigars. Sure it is. Growing them like they just grow.
Yeah, a cigar tree. You pick them and smoke them.
Yeah, let's go to Jeremy in Cleveland.
Jeremy, Cleveland.
What's up, Jeremy?
Welcome to the airways, boys.
Thank you.
Yeah, it kind of sucks that we've been in afternoons for 2 years, and today they're welcoming us to the airwaves in Cleveland because we're now live in mornings up in Cleveland.
Yep.
Well, we missed you at first, so.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I wanted to tell little Jimmy I'll see him here in 2 weeks, and I have a present for him.
Ooh. Oh, thank you. What's the present for Jimmy?
Black Sabbath wall poster. It's the fabric poster, not the paper poster.
Okay, thanks, man. Thank you.
I will be walking up to you in a wild hat, handing it to you in a paper bag, not our Bud Dwyer or anything.
Uh-oh.
Thanks, buddy.
Jesus.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to yell die and then hand this to you.
Yeah. I'm Jack Ruby. Here's a poster.
apparently a transcript of that Jack Ruby conversation with Oswald.
No.
Yeah.
Sounds realistic.
Yeah.
And I'll shoot him. Oh, that's good. I'm sure that's what happened. And then I'll shoot you, Lee Harvey. Well, that's when people talk. Leave the gun with the print on it, Ruby.
Ruby.
What's the deal? Old files? They didn't go, or old safes or old file cabinets. They didn't go through until just recently.
Just recently.
And found just tons of stuff that had something to do with the assassination. That links Ruby and what does it do, Jimmy?
I don't know. I haven't even read the conversation.
They said that Oswald and Ruby had never met prior to Ruby shooting Oswald.
Right.
And these transcripts are supposed to link them together beforehand within 2 weeks of the assassination, talking and having a conversation. And the transcript says something like, Lee Harvey Oswald says that we can get to, they wanted to get to not JFK, they wanted to get to Bobby Kennedy. And Oswald said, well, there are other ways to get to him, shooting his brother, obviously the president. And Ruby said something, and then Oswald asked, are you in the mafia? And Ruby said, you're asking too many questions.
And this is audio tape?
No, it's transcripts on a piece of paper. It could be written by anybody.
Yeah, aren't they saying it could have been for a movie they were thinking of making?
Yes, there's no absolute proof that this is what took place or any conversation that took place.
And transcript from what? Like, what is it supposed to be from?
A phone conversation, a recording. They weren't very clear on that. I was watching this stupid, Channel 11 News. They had to go to a puppy surfing story or some crap like that.
Right.
Did Oswald bring a stenographer to the meeting with Ruby?
Yes.
Like killing Bobby Kennedy?
Could you read that back to me, please, miss?
Shoot him in the kitchen. End.
Unbelievable. All right, hey, moving back to Jimmy. So Jimmy spent Valentine's Day in San Francisco, and we got actual audio of your Valentine's Day.
Yes, this is Valentine's Day night. I had to get up very early the next morning and do press to promote the gig. And this is Valentine's Day evening in the hotel.
Okay, in the hotel. Oh, that hurts.
What the hell?
That's the fish?
Yeah.
Oh, I was swimming upstream.
I'm a fingers down the throat guy, and I kept getting up and having to go, and I felt like it was going to come up. Like, it was going to happen sooner or later, so that was just...
That last one was great.
We're listening to you be bulimic, basically. Just
Well, yeah, but it was necessarily so. Not
Yeah,
because
you
I
had
felt
to.
bad.
I
Yeah,
understand
was sick.
that.
I was genuinely sick.
Wow, and this was before all the big shows in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. I was up 4 or 5 times. I just recorded a couple of them, and I just was vomiting horribly.
Here's another clip. Sound like a lamb.
Oh. Oh, God.
Oh, pray for me.
Oh, Jimmy!
Wow,
Yeah, that was a clip actually from Jimmy's new film Slap Happy. You're in that one.
I got video of it. I'll show you the video. Too.
Oh,
you just roll tape, man. Bravo!
You make some great puke sounds.
Oh.
Yeah, Rachel. Wow, the fish came up and everything else.
Oh, it really, the whole taste in my mouth, too. You know how whenever you get sick, there's one particular taste?
Yeah,
it wasn't fish. It was a creamy sauce that would have been good, originally, like a pasta sauce.
Well, mixed with bile and whatnot.
Yeah, not good.
You should never order anything with a cream sauce on a plane.
Really?
That's the last thing I have to worry about is making sure that creamy thing is kept refrigerated. Seriously.
Yeah, something happened. They left it out on the tarmac a little while.
Well, you know what? I think you're right.
Yeah, it just sits on the tarmac and waiting to be loaded into the plane. You know what I mean? All right, hold on a minute. All right, hold on. We can do a little something.
I wish I didn't flush it that one time. That was such a good noise. I happened to flush right after, though.
No,
yeah,
it's wonderful. How are your abs?
Wow.
Felt like you got a workout, right?
My chest hurt for 2 days, man.
Ugh, that is the worst. We'll keep that handy. We're going to have to replay that a few times.
That's a good one.
Phone number 877-212-0&A. Black History Month. We've been honoring a bunch of people as part of Black History Month. We got a brand new honoree coming up a little later on in the show, but just in case you missed Fridays, we'll get this in one more time as we go to break. It's Opie and Anthony.
In honor of Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show is honoring black heroes, African-American individuals throughout history, without whom this country would not be the melting pot it is today. Today we honor actor Peter Edmond for his powerful performance as the engaging Private Snowball in Stanley Kubrick's Vietnam War epic Full Metal Jacket.
Anybody know who Lee Harvey Oswald was? Private Snowball.
Sir, he shot Kennedy, sir.
That's right. And do you know how far away he was?
Sir, it was pretty far from that book suppository building, sir.
Suppository building. Yeah.
Book suppository building.
Stay tuned for more icons of black history on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, good morning. Opie and Anthony on your radio dial. Let's say hi to Ray. What's up, Ray?
What's up?
Hey there, Ray.
Hey, I can't believe they took Rover off the air in Cleveland, put you guys on a morning. It's the greatest thing since freaking sliced bread.
Sliced bread was pretty great, Opie. I hear people still using it.
I like the sliced bread.
Yeah.
A lot of people calling from Cleveland. Oh, boy. Why bother? Why bother?
Good morning. We're live.
Yeah, we're psyched to be live in Cleveland there, Ray. Thank you so much.
Yep, you're welcome. I'm tired of listening to you on the instant feedback shit.
All right, Ray. Good call. Thanks a lot.
Later.
This was a wonderful call.
You're a mensch.
Could you put us back on afternoons?
On tape delay, please.
And punt.
Yes, and punt, of course.
And punt.
Punch your stupid head.
Of all the calls I could have went to from Cleveland, we picked Ray.
Ray.
Good old Ray.
I was trashing that douche when I was on the air in San Francisco.
Yeah.
That stupid Max.
And punt.
Felt good.
Good.
Don't mention the competition's name.
Shut up.
Shut the F
listen
up.
to him. He's terrific.
Don't worry about it.
Stupid Maxwell. Hey, it's Michael Madsen. Do we have I think we have a sweeper and everything now, yeah.
Why wouldn't we?
It's Michael Madsen Tuesday. One Tuesday only. Although we have enough clips to maybe do it next Tuesday as well, if you really want to.
Hey, this is Michael Madsen.
It's Michael Madsen Tuesday. Are you going to bark all day, little doggy? Or bring it away. On the Opie and Anthony Show.
Guess I'm stuck in the middle with you.
Yeah, we had him on Friday.
Can you hear me?
Wow. Yeah.
It's holding the ear.
I want that torture line. That was so great.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll get that on the radio, too. We had him on Friday, and we hit it off with the guy, and the guy was on for over an hour just telling stories, and we were just pretty much sitting back laughing our asses off.
Yeah, it was great.
And the reason we're doing this because someone felt like we were kissing Michael Madsen's ass by just talking about the fact that we had a great time with Michael Madsen on the show on Friday. So this is what we do. We spin it, and now we make a whole day around Michael Madsen being on our show on Friday. So thank you for helping the show today with your dumb instant feedback. Here's Michael Madsen telling his Bruce Willis story.
You know, the guy with the towel and always does a scene with a towel on. You know, I'm up against him, you know, and the other one, the Scientologist, and you know, the rest of them. I mean, good Lord, you know, make some room for Daddy, but yeah, they're not very gracious about that, believe me.
No? I mean, you know.
They drive past me in the street with my legs amputated to get to a meeting with Bruce Willis. you know.
Oh, get it all out, Michael. Come on, let's get it out. Let's get it out.
Then I meet Bruce on Sin City, and he starts telling me about all these projects we're going to do together.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty good, Bruce. Yeah, thanks for looking after me. Meanwhile, you know, a couple years later,
you're going to Bulgaria.
I see him at Astronaut Farmer premiere. I'm like, hey, man, remember all those projects you told me about? He's like, what? What projects? Yeah, you know.
So what about the last Die Hard? You could have been in that one.
Oh, wouldn't that have been wonderful? That would have really given my career a boost. I would have been the guy that he threw out the window or something.
Jesus
all right,
Christ.
Mike, in this scene, you light a cigarette, you fire a gun, and Bruce kicks you down a flight of stairs. No thanks, fellas. I'd rather pump gas.
There you have it, man. He was just amazing. Phone number 877-212-ONA.
So jealous, man. He sounds great.
Oh, he'll be back. I think.
I
think we hit it off.
Definitely.
Next time, I think we might have to have some booze or something.
But that was the entire way he conducted himself the whole interview. It wasn't like, you know, so when you were in Reservoir Dogs, did this, that? He didn't want to hear that. He just wanted to sit there and just BS about Hollywood and what jackasses people are, and
yeah,
did a great job.
So, all right. Moving on, we got some controversy. Big Brother.
No.
I gave up on Big Brother a while ago.
Is that never thought it would go past one season here.
Is that show still doing well?
I have no idea.
I have a really good friend that won the whole thing. Well, we met because he came in to promote Big Brother, Eddie.
Oh, right.
One-legged Eddie is still a friend of mine to this day. I didn't know they were still doing the show, though, but he came in, we hit it off, and he's a Long Island guy, and we keep in touch here and there over the last bunch of years. Anyway, the latest installment of Big Brother, there's an autism group that's really mad, and they're demanding an apology.
Wow. Of course.
They're demanding an apology for something that was said on a reality show.
Yeah.
Reality show.
Yeah, it's a reality show.
When you have a reality show, people are going to say bad things.
That's the real part of it.
Right.
People talk like this in real life.
They demand an apology.
Demand.
A national autism advocacy group is demanding an apology from CBS over a disparaging remark a contestant on the reality show Big Brother made about people with the disorder. John Gilmore, executive director of Autism United, said Monday that his group has been trying to speak with CBS executives since last week's broadcast.
And he stood in a corner, looked at the wall for 10 hours.
On that episode, a contestant named Adam, who claimed to work for an autism foundation, said he would spend his winnings on a hair salon for people with developmental disabilities so retards can get it together and get their hair done. His partner Sheila told him, "Don't call them that." Adam responded, "Disabled kids, I can call them whatever I want. I work with them all day, okay?"
Hey.
Doesn't it figure that the hole would jump in? Don't call them that.
It's a noble idea. He wants to help
get a better
hairstyles for the retarded. They need it. The parents are awful. They give them that one haircut. We've talked about it 800,000 times.
Right. So, Jimmy, what do you think?
Oh, I think he should apologize. That's uncalled for.
Indeed, he should be very sorry. It's people talk like this. Reality shows suck. There's not one I watch with any passion. I don't sit there going, oh, I got to catch it this week. Nothing. And American Idol was big. Remember that? I used to watch American Idol from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
No, I knew it was happening every step of the way. This season, I could give a crap. I don't know one person. You cannot possibly even tell me one person.
Well,
I don't know.
There's controversy with one of the broads because she had
I wouldn't even know.
She had a record deal back in 2001, and they want her kicked off because of that. But the rules state that you can't be in a record contract as you're trying out for the show.
Right.
So it's right there in the rules, so she's fine. But there's a lot of controversy over her because I guess she almost made it as a singer already. I don't know. But what I love about these reality shows, as soon as they look into their past and they find some kind of dumb charge, some stupid drunk driving charge or something, then they pull them off the reality show.
Domestic abuse, maybe a murder. Let them play.
So you have to have a clean record to be on a reality show. That's so ridiculous to me. Well, here's the actual audio from Big Brother that they're having a problem with here. Let's take a quick listen.
Now I do PR work for Autism Foundation. I'm philanthropist. All right, good stuff. I was going to get some money. I want to do a hair salon for kids with special needs. You know what I'm saying? So the retards can go together and get their hair done. You know what I mean? Call me. Disabled kids, especially, I can call whatever I want. I work them all day long, okay? I can call whatever I want. I'm not saying anything offensive, right or wrong, bro. Never.
I've talked with plenty of people that work with developmentally disabled children and adults, and all they do is speak poorly of them. On the job, they're very nice. They're doing their job. They're doing what they got to do. But when they're done, they're just like, oh, goddamn retards. It's human nature.
And CBS already knows that.
What are you, a saint? You have to get off of work and still talk about them and praise them? No, they're a pain in the ass to deal with. They're crapping themselves. You got to clean it up. They're doing things that monkeys do in the corner.
For the most part, no one likes their job, so of course they would talk badly about it after they leave. But CBS already knew that it was bad.
Yeah.
Well, they you are hearing something controversial.
Yeah. They wanted to make something of it.
That dramatic.
Without the music, it was a passing line.
Right. Well, it's just showing that they don't have balls.
No.
They knew that it was controversial, and they're like, all right, how do we acknowledge this is controversial? We'll go into the dramatic music library and get something underneath this, so people know that we know that this is not good, right?
Sheila didn't like it.
What?
Sheila didn't like it.
Sheila, don't say that.
They're saying that this comment, by the way, is just as bad as Imus.
Is it?
Yeah. Hopefully not.
I'm thinking that now that the floodgates that the floodgates are open and everyone's going to be complaining about every single little thing that happens on a radio show or a TV show, that this is finally the pushback.
Yeah.
People are going to be like, all right, enough.
Who cares?
Just
exactly.
Shut up. Just shut up now.
Shut up. We want to watch shows.
Yeah.
Enough. I was just looking at some of the phone calls about haircuts. Why?
Let's say hi to Jared in Boston. Jared.
Sure, this will be tolerant.
Hey.
Boston.
Thanks, man.
Dude, you got to drown them like kittens when they're young.
You throw them off the Tobin.
If this guy gives them all haircuts, how are our soldiers going to tell which ones are the suicide bombers?
Nice call.
Oh, yes. They are using the retarded.
Yes. Well, we learned that a couple weeks ago now, right?
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Raquel, Queens. What's going on, Raquel?
How you doing? I just wanted to point out that the acronym for National Associate Advocate Group pretty much spells out NAG. NAGA, please. Punching out, guys.
Too late.
Yeah, that would be.
See, for new people listening, punching out is a term used by fighter pilots. Pilots when they're ejecting from their craft as it's plummeting toward the earth.
Right.
So a lot of times when somebody has a real bad story going, they'll go, forget it, I'm punching out. And they punch out, they eject from their joke, which is the plane, and live to call another day. But when you say I'm punching out after you've already left a crater full of smoldering aluminum and fuel, it's done. You didn't punch out. You went down with your craft, like the great Santini.
We've been holding on to something. We didn't know what to do with it, and now we have a perfect slot to play it.
Ooh.
This thing. We gave the people a little taste the other day, but now...
Oh, good.
Now
I know what you're going to play. I love these things.
That's living like a blind man. Just have a sense of feeling. This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am.
Retard?
This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you said sorry.
Sammy.
Different story.
Gotta blow out that coke nose of his.
Mistaken, for giving you a heart worth breaking. I've been wrong. I've been down to the bottom of every bottle. It's like words in my head. Scream, are you having fun? Yeah, 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 yeah.
Are you retarded?
Yeah.
Are you retarded?
Yeah.
Are you retarded?
No. You didn't know that. Said I love you, and I swear I still do. I'm
Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
I killed you, and this is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. No, different story. This time I'm
Staking.
For giving you a heart worth breaking. I've been wrong.
All the time.
To the bottom of every ball. It's like words in my head.
I'm convinced we could teach him to drive.
Yeah.
You retarded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah.
Got a mo haircut?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
You look at pennies and think they look delicious?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no.
Is your tongue like a cow tongue?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Are
we done with this?
Yeah. I love it.
This is the music interlude. Do we need the music interlude?
There is nothing I enjoy more than... Oh, wait a minute.
Wait.
It takes it down.
This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. Different style. This time I'm mistaken for giving you a heart worth breaking. I've been wrong. I've been done. The bottom of every ball. It's like words in my head. Scream, are you having fun? Yeah.
Dave B from Philly.
Yeah.
This is the new hit band, Nickel Eaters.
Nickel Eaters.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we having fun? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They should finish it up with some System of the Downs.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Nice job, little fella. Let's say hi to Spacey in North Carolina. What's up, Spacey?
What's up, boys?
How are you, sir?
I just wanted to weigh in. My wife and I both volunteer with Special Olympics back home. I coach 2 sports, and she coaches 3, and her job is she gets paid to work with these people. And look, we volunteer and we treat them with compassion, and go do the right thing or whatever. But at the end of the day, dude, it's just like anything else. You make racial jokes, or you make fat jokes. Hey, people, you can't help that. Fuck, I can't help I'm fat, but sorry about that guy.
Yeah.
But I just It's like, I laugh at you guys' jokes all the time about, retards and stuff like that. It's a joke. I wish people could just take jokes as jokes.
So, Spacey, basically, being one, you're not offended by...
Yeah, exactly.
What happened on Big Brother?
Exactly. You guys are right. You're exactly right. Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, boys.
All right. Let's go to Max in Dallas. Max, what's up?
Hey, guys, I like the new band, Nickel Brain.
Let's go to Kevin and Philly. Kevin.
Yo, guys.
Hey, Kevin.
I work in a school with nothing but autistic teenage boys.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, some of this stuff that we say just would make that woman's jaw drop. Jimmy would be proud of some of it.
You got to have some kind of gallows humor, It's like what cops or firemen do. When you're working in that environment, there's going to be things that are going to strike you as funny, and you share them with coworkers and stuff like that. But you're still treating the people with respect and helping them out. You're not doing it to their face or anything like that, and they wouldn't understand anyway. I don't think.
And we also have kids that one kid dresses up like a pirate. We have another kid who, anytime he sees a girl, he screams he wants to drink her blood. We got a kid who takes care of himself in the middle of a classroom. Like, you can't go through a whole day and not find humor in this stuff, because otherwise you're going to start beating them. And
What is the pirate going to do? Is he going to raid the gene pool, remove all the good ones, and throw them overboard?
Or walk the plank.
All right, sir. Thank you. Let's go to Bricktown. It's Mike. What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man.
I just wanted to say one thing. They always talk about all this stuff, in movies and people saying the wrong thing, but what about The Ringer? There was a whole movie dedicated to it.
Don't even get me started about The Ringer, man.
Yeah, it was
To
a
this
feel-good movie, though, right?
No. I'll tell you what. Hold on. I know something about The Ringer. So Johnny Knoxville makes this movie, The Ringer, right? And he was going to compete in the Special Olympics, because he was down on his luck and he needed to pay some bills. So he gets this great idea with his uncle. He goes, "Look, I'm going to make believe I'm retarded, and I'm going to get in the Special Olympics, and I'm
gotta win.
And I'm going to win."
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy crap, this is going to be a hilarious movie. You got Johnny Knoxville. It's a great concept. This is what they did with the stupid Ringer, and this is how they're trying to get around, the PC crap.
Uh-huh.
The Special Olympics endorsed the movie. They worked hand in hand with Johnny Knoxville. Why would Johnny Knoxville agree to this crap? It was such a great idea for a movie, and it was ruined because they got the Special Olympics involved. Like, you can make fun of this, but you can't make fun of that. They're sensitive to this issue, but they're okay with this. And it just completely ruined the what could have been a good movie.
Were the jokes safe?
Very safe, Jimmy. And they made them the stars, and it was just like... I was so disappointed. I'm like, Johnny Knoxville, what are you doing, man? You took a bullet in the desert.
Did they show him a lot of them smiling? I like when they do that, when they smile.
Yeah, it's like victory at the end. Yay!
It was
yay.
They were all.
It's like the orangutan in Every Which Way But Loose. Big smile,
but not quite as smart.
Yeah. They were all included. They were all included in the fun. They were all included in the fun, and that takes away from comedy. If you know anything about comedy, you can't include everybody.
Nope. Someone has to be humiliated.
Someone must. Yeah.
Right.
Someone must get it on the receiving end.
Mike, I'm glad you brought that up, because that one movie drives me nuts. And I'm glad it bombed, because then we'd have more movies where they include the special interest group to make sure
inclusion,
to make sure all the groups are happy, or all the people are happy.
Everyone just calm down. Let us make fun of the disadvantaged.
Right. All right, hey, we're starting our Oscar moments. When are the Oscars, by the way? Anyone know? We got another week or two?
That's another thing. I have no idea. I have completely lost touch with any type of crappy television I don't care about, and it's all because of DVRs. DVRs have made it so easy.
And a gambling habit.
Well, that too. I don't go to the casino a lot. I thank God there isn't one next door to my house.
Yeah,
but
well, the answer would be Sunday is the Oscars.
Sunday.
Right around the corner, so.
Okay.
Huh?
5 days.
That would be Sunday, E-Rock. Thank you for saying actually after I said it would be Sunday.
Don't
anyone else
don't
pick up
use
on
the
that?
mic. That was good, E-Rock. Never put that mic in
But
front of
anyone
your face.
pick up on that? I said Oscars are Sunday, and E-Rock, he helps the program by going, actually, it's 5 days from now.
5 days. That would be Sunday.
Next time, say 120 hours. That's easier.
So we're doing a little Oscar moments because we had some success with our Grammy moments. Juno was a massive movie this past year.
Is it good though? I was going to watch it in the hotel, and I don't.
I enjoyed it.
That's the one with that cute girl from X-Men.
Yeah, she was really funny.
Yeah,
she absolutely was very funny in that movie. I enjoyed it. We have Roland and Steve C singing the Juno song.
Yes.
So if you've seen this movie, you know the scene where they're just kind of sitting down on the stoop, singing to each other. You know, the young couple. The young couple where, she had to give away her kid.
I was going to say it until I realized the title wasn't Jew. No. Thank you.
Can I just say?
I'd like to induct myself into the category of first bomb of the week.
Oof.
Boo.
That was.
I'm surprised Jimmy didn't start vomiting again.
Nothing would come out. I tried.
Dry heave, just like nothing came out of me.
Well, it's funny because you can almost see Anthony's finger pointing up like Jew. Semicolon.
You tried to sell it though.
No.
You almost got it done.
No, I didn't.
Well,
that'll stick around with me for a while.
Here's an Oscar moment. The Juno song. Larry the Cable Guy
Juno
is joining the program. I think within minutes. Is he here yet? Oh, he is here? All right, Larry the Cable Guy joins us next. But first, the Juno Oscar moment.
The Opie and Anthony Show presents Oscar Moments, memorable scenes from Academy Award-nominated films. Today's Oscar moment comes from the film Juno.
You're a part-time lover and a full-time friend. The monkey on your back is the latest trend. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but you.
I kiss you on the brain in the shadow of a train. I kiss you all starry-eyed, my body swinging from side to side. I don't see what anyone can see in anyone else but you.
Stay tuned for more Oscar moments, presented by the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, you're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. I just want to remind people really fast, we're doing our animation contest. We love when fans take bits from our show and animate them. Of course, Coke Logic is very successful with this, extremely successful, and we're looking for other people out there that might want to try it out. We got $2,000 up for grabs.
Ooh,
send us an original animated bit from our show. All you have to do is go to onaradio.com for all the details, courtesy of Be Kind Rewind, starring Jack Black. You name it, we shoot it. In theaters, I think Friday, right?
Friday.
I'm looking forward to that. Another Jack Black movie.
Sure.
Let's say good morning to Larry, the Cable Guy. And we're just a bunch of, like, ninnies. We're like, oh, Larry, you lost weight. Ugh.
You're talking like a bunch of women.
That's what I mean.
You look terrific,
Larry.
Larry.
What'd you do to lose the weight, Larry?
You do, too. You look terrific.
But he said he lost 50 pounds, so, I mean, it was very noticeable. So we had to say
pretty
something.
substantial. That's not like, I lost 4 pounds and I'm hoping to lose another 3. 50.
Yeah, 50. It's been good. My wife lets me back on top, so it's good.
Oh, you've crossed that threshold?
Yeah, so I'm back
That's
on
nice.
top. That's a pretty good deal. You know?
And he jogged in here like Richard Simmons. What you want us all to exercise with you?
I should have wore a little like loose shorty red shorty shorts with underwear on. That'd have been nice.
Well, first thing he said to me when he walked in is he goes, wow, Jim, you look good. And I wanted to say it to him because you lost, it's so obvious the weight loss. But I'm such a shallow, self-centered idiot. He's like, you look good. And I'm like, wow, he's right. I really have lost weight.
Let me just I'll sit on this compliment and not give you yours.
Kind of flex a little bit. That's nice.
Hey, where's Larry going to be, by the way?
I don't know. There's no, right here. Friday night, February 22nd, The Egg in Albany, but he'll be acting like Jim Norton. That's me. That's where I'm working this Friday in Albany. There's
You
no gig
are
list for you here.
Is that
horrible.
where I'm at? No, is that right?
No, it's me.
Oh, that's you.
He was
in Albany.
He's of course he's whoring himself
That's
out.
right.
That's what he does.
Now, my movie Witless Protection comes out Friday.
Now I got to talk to you about that because before the movie comes out, they got to fix that title because it's supposed to be Witness, right?
Spelled it wrong.
No, it's
you
Witless.
spelt it wrong, and that's going to get people confused.
Yeah, well, now who are you again? It's Witless Protection.
Witless Protection.
That's right.
And what is the basis of this movie?
You know what? This is, I'm a small town sheriff, and I want to be an FBI agent, and Ivana Milicevic is my co-star. And she was that hot-looking blonde in Casino Royale that tried to poison.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been a ton of stuff. Anyway, she's in the witness protection program. She stops in my town. She has to use the bathroom, and of course, she's surrounded by FBI agents. I right away think she's been kidnapped by somebody, not knowing she's in the witness protection program. So I kidnap her from the FBI, and they are actually trying to get her back from me, and I'm trying to keep them away from them. So,
and something tells me you're the witless part.
I'm the witless part, but I got to tell you, this movie's great. I mean, the stars in it are great. I got Yaphet Kotto in it, Eric Roberts, Peter Stormare, Jenny McCarthy is my girlfriend in the thing.
Very believable.
Joe, yeah, isn't that right? I know. Every time I see a good-looking girl with a big fat white guy, I always consider her a hostage and call the police. You know what I mean? And then Joe Montana's in it.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
And, Eric Roberts actually came out of retirement, or not Eric Roberts. Yaphet Kotto told me he came out of retirement to this. The script was so funny. He said he wanted to do another movie. This first movie he's done. He's done like 400 films. Whatever.
Huge.
He's done. And so he came out to do it.
awesome.
So yeah, it's really, I'm excited about it. It'll be pretty good.
Witless. Witless. And then you screwed up the other title. It's Delta Force. But then
you see what I'm doing with my
you
movies?
went Delta Farce.
Yeah, I'm switching the little one letter, and that's the comedy of the title.
I got you now. Now at least I know.
Well,
next
I
time.
do it for the critics because they always hammer me anyway. So I just figure I'd save them sometimes. So because I already see it. Witless Protection is witless at its fine. You know what I'm talking about? That kind of stuff. So
They give you a bad time, the critics?
No, for God's sake.
I don't really read the reviews.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I mean they don't like nothing.
The title says it all. Witless. All right.
It's funny they never like what I do, but yet I sell 2-3 million DVDs. You know what I mean? So they're like whatever.
So
I don't do movies for critics anyway, so who cares? I just got to keep my fans happy. Not
you do it for Oscar.
Well, exactly. I've been screwed out of that thing 3 times. Now, did you see Rambo?
No. Well, we should have because we talked to Sylvester Stallone and we never went and saw it. Was it good?
It was good. I
heard it was pretty good.
I sat in the second row. I sat so close, I think I actually saw his face move. That's how close I sat.
He looks like Paul Stanley now, doesn't he?
He's got
with the big Rambo hair and
he's got a bit of the Botox.
He got the same. I think he has the same guy that Kenny Rogers had when he had his face done. You know?
Kenny Rogers didn't even look like Kenny Rogers anymore.
He looks like a plate of his own chicken. That's what he looks like.
I don't know what the hell happened to that guy.
Now, I guess Jessica Alba's got a movie coming out called The Eye.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you, but if I was making a movie about Jessica Alba's body parts, I'd be going through a lot of sequels before I got to the eyeballs.
Or I put brown in front of it.
And then you got a hit on your hands.
Boy, she could tell me she wouldn't make a jerky little slack out of your rope. That girl right there, I tell you.
So knowing a lot about Larry the Cable Guy, I would have to assume that you're voting for Obama the upcoming election.
You mean Osama? Yeah, that's his middle name, ain't it? Yeah, you know what? I got to tell you, I've been working too much this year. I get bored with all that. They've been running for president now for the last 3 years?
Last 200 some odd years.
Yeah, so I thought Super Tuesday was 99 cents off 2 tacos. All right, I really did. You know,
it has been tiring.
It really has been. But I always thought, Hillary running, I always thought, good Lord, if I wanted somebody with boobs in the White House, I'd have voted for Bill Richardson. He had some daddies on it. Now, Mitt Romney.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What about the Mitt?
What a name, Mitt. You know? What's that guy do? Sleep oiled up, folded in half under a pillow? You know, that's a weird name for president.
He's got to be broken in after he becomes president. You just got to sit there and hit him for a while.
Well, he's got the oil in his hair that you would usually, reserve for the Mitt, right?
Right. And then Ron Paul, he was a gynecologist.
No, really?
Yeah, before he ever did any politics stuff. So when he says he has a unique view on things, he really does.
Take that to the bank with you.
But yeah, I really haven't gotten it. I mean, I might go into hibernation for 4 years.
I asked that because a new Hillary song came in today.
Ooh.
And we want to get your opinion.
Yeah, we've been listening to a lot of these support songs for the candidates. Rah rah, they really like going out and playing these songs, and this one could possibly be the worst one I've ever heard.
I might have heard it, but let's hear it.
We started playing it during the break. We only played the first 20 seconds. We just started laughing.
Wait a minute. Was that thing I heard, that theme, let's just say, that's a Hillary song?
Yes.
Ugh. I thought someone just redid the song from the show.
Yeah. Well, we could say it doesn't wreck the bit.
No, well,
you don't want to?
I would just play it.
Okay.
Because I didn't know what it was. It was so awful.
I went from yuck to just started laughing.
It's so
uncontrollably.
Just embarrassing.
And I'm laughing at the song, at the person singing it. I don't think it's
I want to
funny.
hear the words, man.
Listen to this. The new Hillary song.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2008, Wisconsin, Ohio, Texas, and on to Penn State. She's gonna do it. Give her just a chance, she'll make it.
Oh, God,
She's gonna do it.
Well, if she quit doing stuff like that, she might actually be leading in the polls,
Yeah. That is awful.
It's hilarious. It starts off.
I like how the states go in.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 98.
It sounds like
2008, whatever year it is.
It sounds like a tranny singing it, first of all. Does it really sound
Tiny Tim.
Right.
I thought it was Jim J. Bullock singing that.
And then she breaks into that old SNL singing bit.
Yeah, it kicks in. All right, let's try to get past the first part.
1, 2, 3, 4,
The
5,
tranny.
6, 2008, Wisconsin, Ohio, Texas, and on to Penn State. She's gonna do it. Give her just a chance, she'll make it. Any glass ceiling, she'll break it. She's gonna be our president, Hillary Clinton. Nothing's gonna turn her back now. Straight ahead and on the track now.
Can't just use the real words.
I know. Exactly. The big ragu should just slide in singing the C word at the top of his voice.
And but the thing that's funny about it, there's going to be some people actually going, "Oh, what a great!" And they're going to buy 20 copies of it,
of course,
and give it to the relatives.
Hillary Clinton, there is nothing she can do.
Really? How about keeping her husband from getting
Exactly.
little action in the Oval Office?
Putting some shape onto her legs. Chunks of shawarma.
She's gonna do it. On your mark, get set and vote now. Got a dream and got the know-how. With plans to make our dreams come true. Working for us all day, yes, all day.
Is she?
Make all our dreams come true. Working for us all day, yes, all day. Make all our dreams come true. For me and you.
What do you think?
Good.
What do you think?
The worst song I've ever heard.
It's not, though, because it makes you laugh because of that voice. She's really working it.
Give her a chance, she'll make it.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah, that was pretty scary.
there's nothing she can't do? Really?
Wow, there's a few things she can't
You think
do.
she can't do?
Yeah.
Touch her toes? It's probably one.
I like how she says if she's in, it'll be a different White House than when her husband was in, which means instead of a receiving White House, it'll be a giving White House. Wow, that's crazy.
That's terrific.
I don't know. Part of me wants her in there just because I want to see Bill as like kind of the first lady when he has to hang out with the broads from other from other countries.
Yeah, he has to sit in the tea room.
That's what I'm saying.
And hang out with the wives of the presidents.
Like, how are they going to rework that if she gets in there?
Oh.
And it's not the type of women he wants to be hanging out with. Old broads that are married to other freaking leaders.
Old lesbians. That's pretty much it.
I think people that vote for her really think that. I think they're going to vote for her, but secretly they think he's going to be running it again.
Yeah.
I think that's why they're going to put the vote out for her.
Makes them feel a little more comfortable.
He doesn't care, though. He'll just get in there and be like, I don't care. I'm just going to walk around and give tours. Hi, yeah, that's where I used to work. This is where the wife works. You know.
Dude, that's going to be, he can pick them now when they come through the door. That's a good chance for him to get laid up.
Yeah, Secret Service guy. It could be like a rock concert where they point out to the security.
He'll go down there. Hey, when's the tour coming through? Let me know when the tour comes through. He won't come down there.
Tell her I want a little secret tour for her. I'm going to show her the Lincoln bedroom.
What about McCain? You think he's too old? Or
he scares the crap out of me.
Yeah. He seems like the kind of guy that would get pissed and make the whole country sit in the corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he had a colon check, and they found an arrowhead, so I don't know how old he is. He's pretty old. His watch is still set to hammer time.
I feel he had his arm broken so many times that you can't raise his arms over his head, which is like commendable, but it's like, just stop doing it on TV.
How's he going to do that peace sign thing when he gets into the Air Force One? It's going to be half up. He's going to be pointing at people with two fingers. Yeah, Frankenstein.
When he tries to put his hands over his head, he looks like a midget wrestler. It's like, we get it. Just
he did do a funny thing on Conan, though, last night. He come out and they had him doing, like, just stupid stuff. He was pretty funny.
Yeah, he had a sense of humor.
Yeah, he's got a good.
Seems like
he's got a good sense of humor.
It's got to be rough to have a sense of humor when for 6 years you've just been beaten by some Vietnamese people.
Maybe that's why he's got a sense of humor.
Yeah,
something's got to keep you laughing.
Kidding, man.
Oof.
Now, have you been watching American Idol?
We were just talking about how we usually do, but this year
I watched every year, and now this year I just had it.
A peek here, a peek
Can't.
there.
Dude, I thought I was watching the Special Olympics when I was watching it. After the third singer, I had my checkbook out.
Where can I send? Where's the scroll?
I was trying to help them people.
Send your contributions.
I won't watch because that Simon says the meanest things.
Oh, Jimmy.
He's the best part of the show. How about have you seen that CMT reality show? Gone
that would be
Country?
something to do with country? No.
No.
Dude, it's hilarious.
Really?
They get all these people from different avenues of music to try to turn them into country singers, and none of them can do it. The only person that's really caught on kind of the country thing is Bobby Brown. He's already learned how to smoke crack out of a corncob pipe. All right, he's the only one that's caught on to it.
He's already got the wife beating thing down. So,
so he's close. Yeah, he's not doing bad.
Actually, I heard that show's pretty good. It's a bunch of celebrities from other walks of life trying to be country singers, right?
Yeah, it's Bobby Brown, Marsha Brady, and Lacia.
Marsha Brady, we met her in L.A. years ago, and she was already trying to be a country singer.
Yeah,
so
I guess that wasn't panning out.
she went down to Nashville and all that crap.
Well, she hasn't aged well.
No.
Kind of disappointing.
She looked good up until about, I guess, 10 years ago, maybe, and then really took a turn.
When we met her for the first time, she looked really good.
Yeah, she looked good.
We were surprisingly so.
No, not so good.
They ought to get that thing that's on Maury Povich that likes to sing country, the conjoined twin, the girls that are connected by the head. And one of them is a country singer, and the other one doesn't like country.
That's one of
and
our
they dye their hair different colors, and meanwhile it looks like one of those houses where the house is connected, but it's a duplex, so the siding is different on two houses. Yeah. One guy wanted a brown house, one guy wanted a white house.
All right,
that's what her head looks like.
Even worse, so one guy wants something like a pink house. It doesn't blend whatsoever.
Doesn't look good.
No.
Well, that's what they look like, just as awful, with one big eye in between.
They're our favorite people there, Larry. Larry the cable guy in studio today.
I have some tour dates for Larry, by the way.
Yeah.
The 21st, February 21st, Reading, Pennsylvania at the Sovereign Center Arena. The 22nd, Erie, Pennsylvania, the Erie Civic Arena. The 23rd, February, is in Cincinnati, Taft Theater. 24th is South Bend, Indiana, the Morris Performing Center. And the 29th, Fantasy Springs Resort Casino in Indio, California. It's kind of like my schedule, except there's a lot of arenas.
Did you notice arena and Civic Center?
Yeah.
Things like that.
And I have things like Comedy Hut and Fun House.
Restaurant.
Yes. The Fun House.
Grill.
The Fun House.
And grill.
The grill's good. They give you free dinner in there.
And grill.
How's Ron White doing, man? Is he still? He quit drinking, or is he?
No, Ron still drinking. I haven't talked to Ron really before Christmas. I haven't talked to Ron since before Christmas, so I don't know.
Oh boy,
you know,
problems, huh?
I'll tell you what, though. Oh, Ron, he does like to drink, that's for sure. But you got to admit, there is not a better funny storyteller than Ron White. That guy.
He just sit there very casually and tell a story. And he's got his drink with him, his
the
cigarette.
funniest guy. And I tell everybody, if you want to see one of them shows, go to a second show because he's hammered, and you never know what's going to happen that second show. In my opinion, that's the funnier show for me. You know?
Especially if you're storytelling, it helps to have a few in you before you start the stories.
Well,
for anything. J. Scott Holman. He's a Southern dude from Alabama.
Yeah, I know who that is.
And he's a complete alcoholic, and he just by the Late Show, he's just loaded, and he's telling us, and he's hilarious.
Oh yeah, he's a real funny guy.
Cool. All right, we're gonna take a break. Witless, what? Theaters Friday?
Witless Protection comes out in theaters on Friday. Yes, sir. It sure does.
You hanging with us today?
Yeah.
Or you got to go.
No, I got.
All right, good.
I can hang for about another 10.
All right, more with Larry the Cable Guy. Black History Month. For Black History Month, we're doing something a little different. We got some honorees every day.
All right.
Yeah,
we're picking people.
Not the usual honorees, because every year it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King, we understand. Malcolm X, yes, okay. Peanut Guy, always Peanut Guy.
Jackie Robinson.
And they give him a little tribute on TV. They give him a minute. We like getting a little more obscure, a little deeper into the black community, but there's still people you know. And why aren't they getting recognized?
Right.
Can I ask a quick question before we do that? Roland has something, a pen and a thing. What are you doing?
What, Roland?
Oh, no.
Roland, what?
He wants me to
I want a
sign
microphone.
He wants me to sign that Cars DVD.
Oh.
Okay. I loved Cars, by the way.
That's good. It's on Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray's the technology.
What's that?
That's it. HD gone.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's
completely
it.
gone. And
they
you know
were,
what?
They were fighting.
And I was just putting new stuff on my bus when I toured to update my bus to high definition, and they go, you want that Blu-ray? And my tour manager goes, don't get Blu-ray. He's like, he knows his electronics, but he tells me, don't get Blu-ray. That's stupid. That'll be out in 6 months, and you're gonna have those in there. And I said, all right, I won't get Blu-ray. And I put regular in. What's happening? Blu-ray. Taking over.
Jimmy, are you getting Blu-ray for your tour bus?
No, Blu-ray.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's a joke there that we could tell after 9.
I've seen his tour bus. I've seen his tour bus. It's nice. It's got a picture of a Greyhound on the side.
You got a tour bus with Blu-ray technology. And little Jimmy's got Club Soda Kenny and hopefully a cassette player that
and
works.
His stupid truck that wouldn't start yesterday in Newark Airport. I think the alternator's broken. Do you? How about you fix that? We don't have luggage, idiot. So like Blu-ray is replacing.
Yeah, it's all over the place, and they're showing the Cars DVD there to promote the fact that Blu-ray is the new technology. All right, Black History Month. Here's today's honoree. More with Larry the Cable Guy.
In honor of Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show is honoring black heroes, African American individuals throughout history, without whom this country would not be the melting pot it is today. Today we honor the Mohawked, bejeweled, one-time bouncer, former professional wrestler, recording artist, and born-again Christian, Mr. T, who portrayed the pugnacious pugilist James Clubber Lang in the 1982 film Rocky III.
Hey, woman, listen here. Since your old man ain't got no heart, maybe you'd like to see a real man. I bet you stay up late every night dreaming you had a real man, don't you? I tell you what, bring your pretty little self over to my apartment tonight, and I'll show you a real man.
He sure does have a way with the ladies, doesn't he?
Hey, woman!
Stay tuned for more icons of black history on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, you're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show, being heard live in Cleveland this morning. That's very, very cool for us.
Good morning.
And also we got Larry the Cable Guy in studio.
Oh, that's a thrill.
It is a thrill. We like you, man.
He means Cleveland, I think, right?
I love you.
What were you saying the thrill? You or Cleveland?
I think he was making fun of himself.
Yeah, that's making fun of myself.
I think he was making fun of Cleveland. Like, that's the thrill to be alive. I'm like, yeah, he's right.
Love Cleveland.
We got Tom from White Plains on the phone. Let me explain. He's our Make-A-Wish kid, and he just refuses to die. So let's say hi to Tom.
Oh.
Tom, what's going on?
God.
We were trying to do the right thing. We started this bit called "Is Tom Alive Friday?"
Right.
Well, I don't know, a year ago, I think, and he's still hanging on.
He was on death's door. One foot in the grave, the other on a skateboard, and he's just hanging in.
We felt like we thought it would be a great bit, follow this guy as he dies within the next few months. And we had to give up on that. We actually had.
Well, that's hilarious. I mean, that's a good.
But as a radio show, we actually had to sit around and go, you know what? We got to drop the Tom is alive bit because he won't die.
Hyman Roth.
Right.
You're going to learn that Tom was faking the whole thing. Is what you're going to learn.
Well, Tom, what do you got today, buddy?
A couple things. I want to say hi to Larry.
What's going on, Tommy?
He only has a few minutes, so let's go.
Are you talking about Tom?
Well,
oh.
Huh?
Well, I'm getting ready. I'm having some problems, so it started in July.
Yeah, I do.
What happened?
I'm having some problems with my neuromuscular, and
I thought it was lung problems.
Well, it can involve any organ. It's in my lungs and my heart.
Oh,
It's
boy.
also in my spinal cord.
So basically, what you're saying is this bit's almost over.
Bit's almost over. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I'm cleaning the gun.
Oh, are you? Because he said when he gets to the point where he really can't function anymore, he's just going to end it. He's not going to sit there and be a burden.
Dude,
I'm sorry, Larry.
You shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be laughing at that.
I'm making you laugh.
I keep thinking it's set up.
But Larry's got a great sense of humor about it. He's, been a part of the program for a while now.
Of course he does.
Larry's called into many, many morning shows over the years. He started that way back in the day. I mean, this is a good bit, right? You can understand a good radio bit.
You're darn right. And let me tell you something. He's got that's the cool thing about him. He's got a good sense of humor about it. I mean, that's why he's living longer and longer, because he's got a good sense of humor about it, and he knows what's up.
The creepy part, one day though, he's gonna,
Well, I hope he don't do that.
Well, he said he is, right, Tom?
Yeah.
Tom, now what?
Tom, don't do that. Just I tell you what, get you a bunch of Baywatch stuff. Just go out with a Baywatch marathon. That'd be nice.
It gets him, I guess, he's a lot of pain. Does that suck?
Yeah, a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort.
Yeah.
Larry's uncomfortable, I think.
And then just the fact that you really can't do anything that you used to enjoy doing because,
Larry, you're distracting us. We're doing our big Is Tom Alive interview here, and you're just very uncomfortable over there. Larry's too big for this bit, I think.
I'm making no comment on that.
We're doing Regis and Kelly right after this?
He's got to leave in near.
That's funny because Regis is in the middle of the same kind of bit with another guy. He's got a guy calling up.
We're waiting for him to die. The guy hangs in there. Come on. We got Larry the Cable Guy coming up, and I hope our other guest dies.
So he's angry. Regis is always angry.
Oh, yeah.
Perpetually mad.
Yeah.
But the bit with Regis is himself.
Why don't you die? Hey, Tom, what,
You're not on our show to make jokes, Tom.
What kind of gun do you own?
I own two weapons. I own a Walther PPK.
James Bond.
And a Beretta F92.
Okay, look. Now, hello? Oh, boy.
Hello?
Is he...
Hello?
Like the sack of potatoes dropped to the floor.
Hello? Tom?
Tom?
Tom? What's wrong, Larry?
Boy.
Tom? You can appreciate a good bit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is hilarious.
See, the problem is...
Hilarious.
The problem with us, though, these bits are very real. They're, that's the twisted sense of humor we have. And we really did get frustrated with the guy. We brought him up on stage during our comedy tour.
Right.
We did everything we could for the
So
guy.
basically, it's been going on 10, 15 years.
It's way too long.
Right.
Yeah, too long. Imagine if he got to the point where he was finally going to do it and end it all, but then the neurological problem affected his trigger fingers and he can't do it.
I think
the irony.
I think he's faking. He's doing it to get on the air.
Yeah?
It's got to be. It's like Ronnie Millsap. He's been faking all these years.
Well, then he's got a good makeup artist because we met Tom. Wow.
Oh, yeah, he's got a bit of a problem.
He's not getting the proper oxygen because I guess his lungs are basically turning into cement. Slowly.
Yeah. His look at Terry O'Quinn's on Channel 11 News. We're supposed to have him on.
Where you going, Larry?
Locke from Lost.
I think Larry's got to leave.
They're going to yell at me because I think we got to leave for Regis. I think they're yelling at me.
Why is he late? Larry the Cable Guy is late. Gelman, call him.
It really sucks. I want to stay for more of this bit. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's really been, it's the feel-good bit of the year. You know?
Larry's like, I love this.
We got to.
Larry just want to come in and tell a few jokes. And he's got caught up in this mess.
Yeah, let me plug my movie after the Make-A-Wish kid shoots himself in the head. Yeah, that's real nice. Thank you so much.
It's called Witless Protection, and it comes
appreciate
out
it.
this Friday. Larry the Cable Guy's movie, Witless Protection.
Yeah, but this is what we do to our friends. This is endearing.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, we ruined their career.
I love you. I love you.
We take everyone out with us. That's what we do.
Larry's legitimate. He's like a first guest on late night talk show.
Oh yeah.
And
hell yeah.
I can't help it that Tom's a big fan and wanted to say hi to Larry.
He doesn't need to be party to this.
No, Tom's awesome. I love old Tom. I just hope he don't do what he said. Just get you a Baywatch, something, enjoy life.
Look, he's right here. Tom, you all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
Larry's a great guest.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, Tom. Thank you.
Thanks. Whole Secrete lungs likes you.
Yeah. Hey, Lucille Ball wants to put her handprint in your lungs. How do you feel about that?
Jimmy, that's
Good reference.
Great. That's great.
He does have a good sense of humor there.
He really does, and that's you got to. You know what? The world sucks enough as it is. You got to laugh about stuff. So good old Tom.
All right.
Tom's
care,
a good
Tom.
egg.
All right, Tom.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, man.
Well, a lot of people have been wondering if he's still alive because we just blew off his phone calls the last few months. So,
Right.
Yeah, we'll just we'll take it next week.
I'm sure a year from now he'll still be calling you up.
I know. I'm sure. Phony.
He's faking. I'm telling you.
Roland, we got to get him out.
Yeah, I'm not going. I feel bad. I wish I didn't have to, but I got to do Regis. But thanks for having me on.
No problem, Larry.
I appreciate it. And if you're gonna, you've got any retarded kids you keep on hold, let me know. And we'll come up and talk to them off the show.
You got it.
All right.
Thanks, Larry.
LarryTheCableGuy.com for all the tour dates and
Yeah, that's right. Hey, and by the way, I'm selling my truck. I got a big Dodge truck that I'm selling for juvenile diabetes on bluecollarordie.com.
Bluecollarordie.com.
Yeah, so you can check that out.
Very nice.
Okay.
So,
Very noble.
that's right.
Good, sir.
Well, tell Tom.
I think Larry's.
See you
I
later.
think we shook up Larry a little bit. Larry,
All right, fellas. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Get her done. All right.
he just wants out in the worst way.
No, I don't. I want to stay. I feel like, honest to God, I feel like I'm copping out on you, but they're really making me go.
I know. They make you go. It's true.
Don't worry.
I
You know
love
how the Regis thing is.
fellas. Believe
No, we
me.
understand.
I love the bit.
This is actually
Trust me.
legit. He has Regis.
We get a lot of people that are going to Regis and they got to leave, which, it sucks, but
It's so weird. We do have a lot of people that do this dopey show, and then they do a legitimate show.
Regis.
Like Regis.
Can I be honest with you? I like the dopey shows. All right. I'd much rather do the dopey shows.
We're going to turn it into a dopey show. That way you like it.
All right, I appreciate it.
All right, Larry the Cable
Bye.
Guy.
Later, man.
Just awkwardly trying to leave.
I am not awkwardly leaving.
Do this.
I enjoyed it. I'm glad Tom has a sense of humor. So
He's been trying to take his headphones off for the last 10 minutes. I just got to point it out. That's all. Love the guy. He doesn't know what to do, though.
Okay, hold on.
All right, just
Get her done. All right, I'm leaving.
All right,
Here you go,
run.
man.
Now just run. Run.
There it goes, Larry. He's running.
All right, bro.
That is funny.
Bye, Larry.
I can't believe he's just bailing on us like that.
I know.
You know what's insulting? I know that Regis is a rerun today.
Probably. No, Larry's,
that'd be funny. We turn it on. It's an old episode.
Larry's the real deal.
Yeah.
That bastard really sells a lot of tickets, man.
He's a good guy.
He's a funny dude. Hey, you know who he looks like in the eyes? I was going to say it, but then I don't know if it would been an insult. He's got the same eyes as Bob Kelly. Anyone else notice that?
Really?
Ever?
It'll be an insult for Larry, obviously.
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I didn't notice. I actually didn't.
It was creeping me out. He's got the same eyes as you can't pay attention to everything else that's going on with Bob Kelly. The fatness, the baldness, the lack of
Yeah,
confidence.
they're just not always looking for something to eat.
Right. But in the eyes, he's the same dude. It's really strange.
I never noticed that.
I don't know.
Look at you staring into Larry the Cable Guy's eyes.
That's
You
what I
ever
was
notice
doing.
how
You got me.
you ever notice how hypnotic his eyes are? I mean, you look into them and all of a
All
sudden
right,
you're tenting.
all right.
There's a tent in your underpants. You never knew that would
Yes.
happen.
You're such a dick.
These look like Bobby's. And Bobby's are beautiful,
Did you ever
too.
notice his lips?
All right.
How they kind of Cupid bow when he smiles?
Go eat some bad fish.
Yeah, you get her done.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to try this one more time. They're coming in all morning long. Let's say hi to Eric in Cleveland. Eric.
Hey.
Eric?
Hello. What is he doing?
Eric?
He's just breathing heavy on the phone.
A lot of people calling to welcome us to Cleveland
Yes.
officially.
Thank you.
We've been an afternoon drive for, I don't know, 2.5 years, whatever it's been. But now I guess we're officially being welcomed to Cleveland because we're being heard live.
Mornings. Thank you.
Very cool. Jimmy.
Yes, sir. Ope.
Remember the whole Bronx Tale thing we did?
I do, yes, with Chaz and Richard Voss.
Did you hear a Bronkish Tale yet?
No.
Oh, my God.
I guess we got this in on Friday.
I just got to say that Rich Voss came in. Jimmy had tricked him and said that he was going to read a scene. Rich Voss and Jimmy were going to read a scene from A Bronx Tale because Jimmy, Rich thinks he's a good actor.
Right.
And we all know he sucks as being an actor. So he took it very seriously. Jimmy gave him the script. He studied it, and then came time to do the scene with Jimmy.
And he was, can I say, he was nervous.
Yes, he was
reading,
nervous.
Like when me and him were going to read it, Rich was running to the bathroom rehearsing because he was nervous
his
we were
line.
doing a scene together.
Yeah.
So he walks up to the mic, and at the last minute, right before he's ready to do the lines, none other than Chaz Palminteri himself, who wrote this movie, does the one-man show, knows every line. He walks in, and now Rich has to act with Chaz Palminteri, a huge actor. And he crapped himself. He got so nervous, and it was bad enough watching it. But in this piece you're going to hear, the contrast between a great actor like Chaz Palminteri and a pile of garbage like Rich Voss is just startling. Look at that last picture. It was hysterical. It's Bobby.
Are they up on onaradio.com?
Put up the other one of Bobby and Rich sitting on the couch. Look at Bobby's face.
Yeah, they're all laughing.
They're looking, and Patrice, we can't look at it without laughing.
Look at you can see Anthony, myself, that beautiful Sports Illustrated model. You got Club Soda. You got Patrice and Bobby. Everyone is looking in Voss's direction and laughing.
And just laugh. He is
Not with them, by the
horrid.
way, Adam.
Of course.
Yeah, Adam.
Just listen to the stark contrast of an actor that pulls off lines so naturally. He's just discussing stuff. He's just talking. And another bumbling boob who forget about a paper bag. He couldn't act his way out of a rolling paper. He is horrid.
Yeah, and we're going to get these pictures up. They're not up yet? They were up Friday. Oh, they were up. Let's put them up again. onaradio.com.
All right.
All right. Well, they took the audio from
This is great.
that segment, and they made a Bronkish Tale. This is Derek and Steve.
Robert De Niro.
It's not what you say, it's what he sees.
In his directorial debut.
We can't accept that.
Starring Chaz Palminteri.
I didn't give it to you, I gave it to your son.
And Rich Voss.
Louie, Beans, I want my money.
A Bronx Tale.
Beans, you can't dodge me forever.
Come on, what are you doing about? What are you yelling about, huh?
John, I got a problem with this guy over here. Louie Beans, this guy owes me 20, and it's been 2 weeks now, and every time he sees me, he keeps dodging me, John. Should I crack him one or what?
The struggle of an idiotic Jewish comedian stammering his way through a few lines of film dialogue with a genuine Hollywood actor.
Listen, see, sometimes violence is not the answer. Is he a good friend of yours or not?
Nah, John, I don't even like him.
Well, there's your answer right there. Look at it this way. It costs you $20 to get rid of him. He's never going to ask you for money again. He's never going to bother you again. He's out of your life for $20. Come on, you got him cheap.
You're right, John. You're always right.
A brunch tale.
How do you know the right answer all the time, Johnny?
Well, I try to keep my eyes and ears open all the time, and I read.
You read?
Yeah, I read. Come on, let's go to Mario's next door and get something.
It's cringe-inducing.
Beans! You know.
Johnny Beans!
You know the guy. Louis Beans?
Louis Beans? And the picture of him with his hands out. Oh, I'm acting. And then you hear Chaz just do those lines, and it's just, he's talking. It's so natural. You'd never know he's reading lines.
Yeah.
Even though he's got to memorize, the way it comes out. And then, Beans? He's charging me like my daughter.
To me, it's hard to say somebody's name in a scene. Like, if we're doing a scene together, I always have trouble, hey man, I heard you were gambling, Anthony, and, it obviously was good.
Yeah,
I'm saying that to you for real, but if I was reading that in a scene, it would be like, I heard you were good. Anthony? It's so awkward to say a name.
Yeah.
So you could see, it's a little weird thing that always trips me up, but you can see how awful Voss... Johnny! It's just so unnatural.
Johnny, how do you do it?
What?
Oh, act, yeah. Oh, it was horrible.
Just amazing. There you have it.
Bronchish tale.
Yeah.
Voss is a dope.
Oh, just a horrible. He's not an actor.
We got to get Lenny Bruce audio because he claims he was so great as Lenny Bruce.
Yeah, that I want to hear.
I think we did that already.
There's no way he could have been good.
Yeah, he insists he was, so.
He couldn't have been.
Well, he insists.
All right, we got a kid's book about gay penguins being pulled from the shelves. We could do that after the break. Kids caught doing coke in class. We got more Michael Madsen stuff. What do you want to do?
How old are the kids doing coke?
5 and 7.
See, that's a good story.
Right. I don't know.
But if they're older... Not such a good story.
Actually, 25 and 27.
Oh, okay.
Third graders shouldn't be doing that. We could do you want to do the Madsen? It is Michael Madsen Tuesday.
Throw a little more Madsen on. He did a
Before
great
we go to
job
break and regroup here? All right. Well, Michael Madsen, at this point, we don't really feel like explaining, but he came in Friday. He gave us a great interview, and someone bitched because we were kind of kissing his butt a little too much.
Oh, guy did a great job for us. Why wouldn't we?
So we decided to make the whole day Michael Madsen Day. This is Michael Madsen reviewing his own movies. He does this on his website, and we discovered that fact in this clip here. Wait a minute. Is this you suggesting what to see and what not to see of your own movies?
Yeah.
Wait, go up. You got to go to michaelmadsen.com. This is amazing.
A while ago.
He recommends movies. Recommend, if you can find it, movies. Watchable movies. Are these all movies you're in or just movies in general?
No, they're the ones I'm in, yeah.
And then watchable, and then it gets down to skip it. His own movies, he's telling you to skip it. And then he goes down to unwatchable. Holy and he lists the ones that are just completely unwatchable, and then can't rate, never seen it. So there's some you've never even seen it. You've been in the movie, you've never seen it. You got a category. Can't rate, never seen it. Have you ever seen a more honest actor? No wonder you're not getting work in the United States.
Exactly. You see how that works.
How about you don't burn a bridge?
Yeah, I'm gonna hire him. No way. He's an indie guy. Yeah. Okay, man.
Here's an example. You gotta go to his website. It's better than this interview. Flat Out, which is one of the movies. Was it a movie? I don't even know.
That was a picture.
It's in the section can't rate, never seen it. And this is a one line he gives for Flat Out. Interesting film about a paralyzed motorcycle race shot in 2 days as a favor to the producer. It's like helping someone move.
That's kind of exactly
make a
what
movie.
it was, yeah.
It's like either move a couch or make a movie for 2 days.
If I hadn't have done it, I would have had to move. It was time to pay the rent, man. You know.
That is
what are you gonna do?
Wow. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, all right, here's another one. I got to do this. Ghost. I know you got to go, but this is too good. Ghost, he explains it this way. Low-budget movie made during a time I was trying to pay my mortgage. Also released as Code of the Dragon. Trying to pay the mortgage. Holy honesty.
I could have said a few more things about that piece of
And there you have it, Michael Madsen.
What an open, honest guy.
That's great, man.
Yeah, I can't wait.
He's what he is.
He hasn't... That was the first time he was in New York in 5 years, so hopefully within the next 5 we'll get to see him again. All right, we got to take a break here. Why don't we see what's going on the FU line? It's Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton.
Thanks for calling the Opie and Anthony FU line. Here's the latest batch of FUs.
You have 6 new voice messages. First voice message.
Yeah, this is Brad, and I'd like to give a big you to my dad, who we just found was cheating on my mom after 38 years of marriage with some skank whore that's half his age. You know what? You, Dad!
Next message.
This is for Jim. It's been over a year. You owe me $1,500. You haven't even made an attempt to pay it back. You.
Next message.
I want to leave a big F you for Mike L. You're a big fat. So is your girlfriend.
Next message.
I'd like to give a big F you to my son for knocking up some crazy broad. Now I'm going to be a goddamn grandmother at 39 years old. You.
Next message.
I'd like to say you to my new ex-girlfriend in a way that she'll understand.
Next message.
Yeah, you to that stupid bitch living below me who calls the cops on me for nothing. You know, whatever, I can't do these stupid things. Oh, it's up.
End of new messages.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line. 866-FU line 1. That's 866-FU line 1.
Thank you and goodbye.
Phone number 877-212-ONA if you're trying to get through to the Opie and Anthony show. I want to thank all the callers from Cleveland this morning. Very, very cool.
We got a cool guest tomorrow, too. It's Locke from Lost, I believe we got.
Oh,
correct?
Is that tomorrow?
Great.
Terry O'Quinn.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I'm hearing tomorrow.
Very, very
Which is
cool.
really cool.
It's almost like getting collectible action figures, because each guest that comes on, I want them to sign my Lost box set and collect them all.
I hear this Lost show is pretty popular.
It's
Oh, yeah, a little bit, perhaps more than that, Opie.
I'm going to finally start watching that after I get through The Wire.
It's a great show.
Office. I mean, I can't believe how good Lost is. I mean, I ignored it for years.
Yeah, really good show. And Locke is one of those characters, too. Like Ben, who was on the other day. Locke is just a huge character.
Yeah.
Big force on the show.
Is he?
Yes, he is. And I can't wait to have him in here, and I'm going to monopolize the conversation. Look at me all happy to be there.
And boy! That's cool,
With
man. Anthony was very fanboyish,
crazy Ben
though.
from Lost.
He was a bit fanboyish, though. Yeah, I know it's cool, but come on. Look at
Cool.
that creepy smile.
Yeah, you do look like a creep.
I do.
He looks like he's like a substitute teacher at a one-room schoolhouse.
Yeah.
And he's luring you somewhere.
He is just ghoulish.
But it's years ago, so there's no car. So he's luring you with marmalade or perhaps
marmalade.
Perhaps a scented piece of wood. It's a piece of hickory stick that has orange scent on it.
And look at Bob Kelly's picture with him.
Wow, it looks like Ben holding the island.
Yeah, the set is on his cheek there, I think, right? Okay. Trying to tag your joke, and I should have just let it go. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Hey!
Oh my! I'll tell you something. How did that not go in?
Yeah.
How did that not go in?
Want to win $2,000? Send us an original animated bit from our show. Very excited about this contest. You got to go to onaradio.com for all the details. But basically, you take a bit from the show, you animate it, and the best one's going to win $2,000. And you're going to have some bragging rights as well, because we're going to throw that all over the place and promote it. It's courtesy of Beacon Rewind, starring Jack Black. You name it, we shoot it in theaters Friday.
Check it out.
Anyone else notice my new thing is to do this?
Slap the copy when you're done.
Yeah, it's
give it a little. Psh.
It's an OCD thing. I gotta tape my hands down, so I stop.
Yeah, tape your hands down.
I just want to acknowledge that is just some dumb thing that I decided to start doing.
How about
a while
this?
Ago.
Here's how you do it. Like the next time you say, "I'm going to do that," just go. You know what? I won't.
Yeah, say it out loud. I won't.
You'll feel it in your hand. You'll feel the energy in your hand.
Oh boy!
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's weird. It's like it's hard to not do something when you want to do it. Like for me, it was tapping my right fingernail.
Yeah.
It feels right. There's something wrong. No, there's not. There's no rationale for that.
No, there isn't.
I don't know why, but I have to just. God, things are much better now.
Right, it's just so dumb.
It's on the brink of disaster, but now it's fine.
Oh, God, 100% better. How distracted would that be on radio?
I love will you stop doing that? Well, if I could, I would. But for some reason, I need to pick my hand for a year straight. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
What?
You guys can't see, but
what are you picking?
His left hand, he picks a little. It's between his thumb and pointer finger, kind of where the thumb muscle is.
It started out as a little scab, and I just
I cut myself in probably the same spot, but I'll leave it alone.
God bless you, man. My family, we're all about picking. We all are pickers. Oh, God, yeah.
You see this thing right here?
A dumb little scrape that will go away in 3 days will go away in about 18 months for us.
Oh.
Because then we pick it to the point now, like I got scar tissue there that I'm now like messing with.
Why are you picking it? Like,
I don't know. It's just a nerve. I don't know why. Kenny slaps my hand.
Don't do that.
No, he doesn't even say that. He just slaps my hand really hard to make me stop, and then he gets Band-Aids.
I thought he was over there.
I have a scar here because I had that mole removed.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
boy.
And
what happened?
Not that it's fine. It might have been a wart or something, but it's not cancerous.
Good.
He doesn't think so. So I had the little mole removed and the scar. It'll be healed up soon. I wouldn't even occur to me to pick it.
No picking.
I never pick scars.
Yeah.
Hey, Blue Healer. Sorry, Jimmy, because that's important. But Blue Healer just got my attention. They selected the bits for you for the contest. Yeah. Ugh.
What?
Yuck.
Wait, what do you mean?
What?
Why would they select the bits for the contest?
What? You rock, Mike?
They could select.
Act it out too.
They could select bits that that people could obviously use, but let them pick whatever they want.
Yes.
What's up, Steve?
To animate.
We have pre-selected bits because they had to be CBS safe because they want to post them online, so they couldn't be whatever bits they wanted.
Well, why don't they just let them animate them and send them in? And if we can't put it online, then how about then they don't get online, so they'll have to use their better judgment. We could perhaps beep something.
How about CBS wakes the F up and stops being so effing safe?
Yeah, like, let us just do it. That just might have been a bad decision made. So just let the fans do it.
Yeah.
We should have to, and then if it's not bad, we won't put it up.
What selected bits do they choose, by the way?
Probably like really bad, like a bad interview with somebody we
Yeah.
don't care about.
Like real safe bit. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, can we let the people pick their own bits, please?
Oh my.
We could always beep something out.
This is why we say no to everything, because when they get a hold of it, they just it might still be good. Who knows?
Who's the actual person that chose the bits?
Yeah, who chose?
Who's the actual person, not CBS? Who did it?
The janitor, because that's the only person that's left around here. They fired everybody.
Who did it?
I think Jiven down the hall.
So the dump guy is choosing the bits.
Wow.
How's that happened?
I'll just tell you this much. I'm just going to laugh all the way to the end. I decided. I'm just going to openly laugh.
Just
all
laugh.
the way to the end until the day they just change the locks on the door. I'm just going to laugh all the way to the end.
But how does that happen? It's not even a knock on Jiven. It's not. But how that happen?
We have to pick safe bits. So rather than give it to...
Well, why do we have to pick safe bits?
Because they want to be able to post them online, I'm assuming. So
It's
they
the
don't
internet.
want...
They can post whatever they want.
Yeah.
No, they don't. They don't get posted wherever they want. If it's CBS's contest, they only get
But
posted.
if it's stuff that has been done on the show already,
Yeah.
that's pretty much safe radio.
How about it's not stuff from XM? It's only CBS stuff, so then it's guaranteed to be safe because it aired on their
But
airwaves.
that's why I'm laughing all the
Yeah.
way to the end, because it's not good enough that you're doing a safe radio show for them. Now they're going to look at the content of some of these bits we have done, and they don't want them part of this contest. Even though when we did it on the radio, it was safe.
That's
and that's
fine.
why I laugh right to the end now. I can't be bothered arguing this crap anymore.
How about they just pick what they want? Can we
See, there's the laugh.
Can we have enough faith? Let's just let them do it. Can we fix that? That stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
well.
we have any examples of bits that they've picked already? Can we hear one? Like,
Wait, a doctor touches Opie inappropriately is one of the bits they could animate? All right, and then I have no problem with it. Because that was pretty edgy. No, not just because it's an Opie bit, but that's edgy. Maybe we're carrying on too much. I'm trying to have more of an open mind, too. Anthony describes the future from a 1950s viewpoint. That was pretty...
All right,
that was
good.
pretty edgy as well. Jim Norton dreams about sex with his girlfriend and his ex-boss. All right, we're fine.
That was good.
We're fine.
Opie, Anthony, and Jimmy get new names.
Did we go off half-cocked? Is that what we did? We got all crazy and said, hey, no, why are you picking it? And then we looked and went, hey, that's not bad.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, fair is fair. It's fine. I would love to trash these guys. Oh, trust me, I would love to. But they get a pass today. Huh?
Pass.
Hey, here's a story that we couldn't do last week because we ran out of time. And now I just got to find the story, and then it'll make sense. I was going to replay the Hillary song for everybody because it just makes...
I love that song. It is so bad. So bad.
Yeah. But instead we got this. We got this. This is just a horrific 911 story. Listen to this.
Imagine calling 911 as a fire in your home begins to spread and the dispatcher puts you on hold.
Oh, boy.
That's what happened to a woman in Pennsylvania. By the time someone took her call, it was too late. Listen to what happened. It took 6 rings before an operator answered her call.
One ringy
Finally
thingy.
did.
911, can you hold 1 second, please?
I can't. It's an emergency. Head on fire.
Brenda Orr, bedridden with multiple sclerosis, was placed on hold. It took 25 long.
Well, there's the first problem right there. I mean, when someone goes, when they ask you the question, can you hold, and someone goes, I can't,
No,
it's an emergency,
I'm on fire.
then that's not good. Some people go, yeah, I can, because the emergency isn't a actual holy S emergency.
Mm-hmm.
She was in a holy S emergency situation. And they even asked her, can you hold? And she yells, no, I can't.
Brenda Orr, bedridden with multiple sclerosis, was placed on hold. It took 25 long seconds before a second operator finally picked up the call.
Thanks for holding 911. Where's your emergency?
I can't.
Hello?
911, the bed is on fire.
Are you still in the house?
Yes.
All right, well, you want to get out of the house?
No. I'm disabled. The bed is fully in flames.
Ma'am, you still there?
By the time the emergency response team arrived at the scene, it was too late. She had died in the fire. Disciplinary action has been taken against 15 members of the Bucks County Emergency Communications staff.
They weren't paying attention to their job. They were just not doing their job properly.
How did her bed catch on fire? Was she smoking in bed?
Midnight Oil fan.
How couldn't she move the covers?
I got it.
I guess she's disabled, so she probably couldn't move, and
that is horrible.
How the hell's the bed catch on fire?
She, you know something? Probably was smoking.
I would bet smoking, yeah.
Which in that case,
I'm going
who
all
cares?
in. All in with smoking.
In that case, who cares? If something happened, like a plug shorted out behind the wall and lit the bed on fire, then there's that's pretty horrible.
Even smoking, though, you don't plan on burning to death in your own house.
The bed's on fire.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, get out of the bed. Oh, here it is.
Dun, 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 dun. That is just horrible.
Yep.
Well.
She didn't die of smoke inhalation, man. She burned.
Burned.
You could hear it in the background.
Yeah.
You could hear it kind of like this during the phone call.
I don't know. I'd drag myself with my teeth on the floor or something.
Exactly. Stop being lazy.
Get the hell out of bed. Roll. Do something.
I think the worst part is that she had multiple sclerosis.
Sclerosis, the guy said. Yeah. He couldn't say sclerosis.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2000 east Wisconsin, Ohio, Texas, and on to Penn State. She's gonna do it. Give her just a chance, she'll make it. Any glass ceiling, she'll break it.
She should be singing this if she's on something that is sinking underwater, like De Niro at the end of Cape Fear.
Nick, you got some, or you just saying? He can't help himself. What do you got, man?
This is just fantastic stuff.
I swear to God, the second you're like a 911 operator, I swear I was like, please don't let her be black. Please don't let her be black.
Yeah.
You know. I have to put you on hold a minute.
911, may I help you? Oh, no.
Because one time I called, like, my roommate at NYU was like, he had like a seizure or whatever, and I called him like, 911, and I was like, and I could barely hear her. I'm like, listen, can you speak up? I am speaking up.
Oh, God. Why?
Like, I'm beginning to understand racism.
Why are you being so angry? Later, Nick.
Nick Carter is on after us here in New York City. Let's say hi to John in North Carolina. John, what's up?
Hey, that's what that old lady gets for beating up poor old Farrah Fawcett.
Ooh, look at that. Little callback from The Burning Bed. Farrah's real first dramatic role. It kind of started all of those Lifetime guys suck movies.
Yeah.
She went from Charlie's Angels to the dramatic role of The Burning Bed, where her husband abused her, and she poured gasoline on him in bed, lit it on fire. He died, and then it was the whole courtroom drama.
And,
after that.
And I think she now has the poopy cancer.
Yes, she does. She's got the cancer of the brown spot.
She has, what's that, a colon?
I think it...
Colon cancer?
You know something? It was... I read it as anal cancer.
Oh. Well,
So...
E-Rock, can you look that up real quick?
Yeah, she's been fighting it in Germany or something. She decided she needs to do one
coffee enemas and things like that.
I don't know, but supposedly she's doing
The old
okay.
Paul Ingalls tried that one too.
She might end up all right after all. They thought she was on her last
Coffin
leg.
smelled
so-
like a percolator, and that's about all it did for him.
Instead of diapers, he's gonna wear like little filters.
Coffee filters.
Filter underpants. Do you have the brown number 4s?
Yeah, it's the big A cancer as far as the back door goes. Yes, let's say hi to Ted in South Dakota. Ted.
Hello, Ted.
Happy birthday, Yini.
Oh, thank you very much, Ted.
Birthday, it's not.
They said this woman was on hold for 25 seconds.
Yeah.
What the hell are the emergency responders supposed to do in 25 seconds? It's not going to happen immediately.
It's a good point. I mean, she would have been dead anyway. It's not like they put her on hold for an hour.
Yeah, that's true.
How about this? You don't smoke in bed, you old twisted tree root.
You
Noon to 3.
you take those 25 seconds and you do whatever you can to get the hell out of that bed.
Yeah. Do we have time to squeeze the penguin story in here or what?
A penguin?
Yeah, the penguin kids book there. You got two gay penguins raising a little penguin, and now it's being pulled off the shelves. Let's see what this is about. Yes.
Gay rights advocates are crying censorship over a book controversy in Virginia. This award-winning children's tale about a same-sex penguin couple. Critics call it propaganda, has no place in Loudoun County school libraries.
Tango was the very first penguin in the zoo to have two daddies.
And Tango Makes Three is a book about penguins. Roy and Silo, two male penguins in love, hatch and raise a chick together named Tango. A parent at Sugarland Elementary School in Loudoun County objected to the book being in the library.
It just explores some mature themes that younger children might not particularly understand. And, you know, it's fine that they're exposed to this theme, but you might want to have mom or dad or an adult there or a teacher with them reading with it.
So that guy is for the book staying in the library?
Yeah.
Oh, God bless him.
God bless.
Should be up to the parents. Yeah, you want to read about the gay penguins? I'm going to warn you a little bit. There's some mature material here.
Material that isn't suitable for young
Put
children.
a little warning on and let the parents decide.
How can you tell what a penguin anyway?
I know.
Little fat things that smell.
And they all dress like guys to begin with.
Exactly.
Yeah, they all look alike.
Are you a waiter or a lesbian? I can't tell what you are.
I agree with Blue Heeler, by the way. We haven't talked about it yet, but Lindsay Lohan is nude, and she looks like hell. And I am so with you, Blue Heeler.
Big story. Lindsay Lohan decided she was going to do recreations of Marilyn Monroe's last photo shoot. Right. So some of these are her nude through some very thin silk material. You can see everything. The black and white shots are really disturbing because she is covered
in freckles.
And things. Her entire body.
That's sexy, actually.
She's got
a couple of pictures are good.
She's got very nice natural boobs, but she's not that. She's no Marilyn Monroe.
Go to the black and white ones.
Ew.
No, the other ones where she's kind of... yeah, look at that.
She looks good, man. Nice little freckled body.
A freckle here and there, I get it.
Yeah, that's fine, but that's kind of like, look at her belly.
It's just...
It's all over.
Like she got... Like you took a paintbrush and went like this.
Sandblaster.
Like a brown paintbrush and just went...
Yeah. Yeah, you like flicked it at her.
You flicked it at her.
It's all on the wrist. You just took it and went... Like some of the pictures, like that one looks pretty good, where she's covered up a little bit.
Almost looks like a young Madonna. She's just
more like Madonna than
she wants
Marilyn.
to be like she wants to be a sex symbol like Paris Hilton and Britney, and she's the B team, man.
Yeah,
I don't see it.
She should do Marilyn Monroe's last photo shoot, just dead with a bunch of pills.
Yeah,
being wheeled out on that gurney.
Bobby Kennedy's DNA in her hair.
I just saw a shot of her, like pretty much the whole front of her nude. They covered up the part.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were going to have sex with her, you would have to say, is that an STD or do you have just a lot of freckles?
Really?
Did you see that shot? There's a lot going on down there.
What, the front one? Let me see.
Look. Well, no, the other one. E.
E to the R.
Look at all that.
I know. There's just a wow. Yeah, look at all that.
You would have to ask, what is that? Can I catch that?
What? Your species in Appaloosa.
I don't.
It's a horse.
Yeah. All right. Here's the second.
They're spotted.
Here's the second part of the penguin story.
Dalmatian. Should have went with that.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's all right.
The school principal and a district review committee did not find the book inappropriate, but the school superintendent overruled them. He removed And Tango Makes Three from the shelves at 16 elementary schools and put it on a restricted list. Lindy Garnett, executive director of Parents, Families, and...
Does anyone know what a restricted list is? So they're banning...
list.
Because they can't officially ban books, I guess, because there'd be a lot of outrage. So what is it? It's kind of like banning books?
It's kind of, only not as Nazi Germany-ish.
You might have to, they did it to Happy Endings, too, in the Mississippi Library. I think you have to request it specially in order to see it. Some garbage that they do.
Wouldn't those be the best books to read? Now I got to go to a library and see what's on the restricted list.
Could I have what's on the restricted list? Please.
Is Lolita on that list?
Yes, I want to read that one.
Is Lolita on the restricted list?
Lolita.
Oh, my God.
The uncensored version.
Please. You only made a few copies, the French version. What was the dirtiest book you ever read?
Dirtiest book I ever read?
Not counting, all-out pornography, like something that is like a legit book. Like Lolita would be a perfect example.
Yeah,
a lot of people say that's legit literature and really dirty.
That's pretty bad.
Pretty much a major turn on if you read that book.
That one is pretty bad.
That's something we got to do.
Does he have sex with her in the book?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen Lolita? Lolita?
It's the Peter Sellers.
Isn't it the uncle or something?
I'm sorry, Stanley Kubrick.
Peter Sellers.
I meant Kubrick.
Well, they've redone the movie a bunch of times.
I am going to have sex with you. Peter Sellers. He's all wacky.
Hey, tomorrow on the show, dirtiest book you read, little homework assignment. Wake up, Cleveland. It's time to participate. You've been sitting there doing nothing for this radio show, just listening to repeats. Now we're live. Now you got a homework assignment. Dirtiest book you ever read that wasn't pornography. Like, people would consider it legit literature.
Yeah.
Okay? Because there is a few out there. There's another one I read. It was just sex stories. It was, I got to remember this book. It was like, wow. Better than, like, Penthouse Forum and all that crap. And it was legitimate literature, but I can't remember. It was a group of stories. And I think it was a French writer.
Ooh.
Oh,
French. Here's the rest of the Penguin story.
Director of Parents, Families, and Friends of Lesbians and Gays says the book is not about same-sex couples.
It doesn't talk about sex. It talks about a relationship and a family. And it talks about penguins.
The award-winning book is a true story. It describes how Roy and Silo sleep together and make a nest, just like boy and girl penguin couples. Garnett understands it may be uncomfortable for some parents, but says removing the book from general circulation is de facto censorship.
If we start saying we're going to censor what our children see in the library, it's a slippery slope, and whose values and whose ideals are we going to use to make those determinations?
It is still available. People can still check it out. It has not been banned.
It's available only to parents and teachers by request. The school district says it's trying to be sensitive, but matters like this are always likely to cause a firestorm.
I don't have a big problem with this.
No.
I really don't, because you can still get the book.
Yeah, as long as you could still get it.
It's still idiotic, and I agree with the lesbian spokesperson who was speaking. I agree with her, but it was odd the language she used about, complaining about how somebody else's ideology is going to be determining thing.
Sure.
It's so funny how that's the same argument she would use to protest a guy like Mike Savage, who says a lot of things that gay people don't like. It's amazing how she's using the same rhetoric to defend that book that somebody else would. You understand what I mean? That her group would use to condemn somebody else.
Yeah.
They're all phonies.
Yeah.
All phony.
Phonies.
Frauds. Fachims.
Cavone.
Get off my phone.
You savage.
All right, guys, we're off to XM.
Yeah.
Very excited to be live in Cleveland. So
yes.
Awesome. It's been a long time. Real long time. So we'll take more of those calls tomorrow. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Have a great day.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
on the phone?
Nah.
What's going on?
I got stupid lawyer stuff today. Oh,
stupid lawyer stuff.
The last thing I want.
Yeah.
I need a piece of documentation that I don't have with me. That's why I asked you for Barry's number. I got to get it from him, and then I got to get it to my lawyer by 3 o'clock. It's just annoying. Leave me alone. I've done enough.
Didn't you get divorced like when the first Bush was in president?
Dude!
In the White House, I mean?
Yeah, enough. It's been long enough, okay? Holy motherfucker.
It's been what? Almost
1999.
Oh my God.
I mean, right already. Enough.
We get it.
I shouldn't have to deal with this shit. I got to go through papers from fucking years ago and try to find one out of files and files of shit. Bring it to a lawyer. Oh, God, lawyers. Enough with the lawyers. I've had it with lawyers.
How much do you hate her? Let's just say her. How much do you hate her? I get angry listening to you.
There aren't words to describe it.
And I might have heard. Well, I'll just.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. Pending litigation.
Well,
Never could.
I'm just saying in some of these cases, like the woman is being taken care of for over a decade after the fact that you decided that the relationship is over.
Yeah.
And I've heard that in some cases the woman is still very bitter as they sit in court and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
Like, why don't you just shut your mouth and realize you won the lottery? Jesus Christ.
I just want it done with. That's all. My lawyer talks to some other lawyer and goes, all right, that's done. Here's everything everyone needs. End of story. But no, it's got to drag on and on and on. Just so there's some kind of fucking interaction between the two people involved, the principals. I don't want interaction.
Maybe
I just want to fucking not have to worry about lawyers anymore.
Maybe she's hoping you're going to change your mind.
Holy motherfucker. I'd sooner shoot myself in the head.
I decided to go on a 10-year long weekend thing. And,
yeah, that's all.
You know what?
Then we'll get together. Everything will be happily ever after.
Right.
Ugh.
Yuck.
I would not a million. If I was fucking I Am Legend, it wouldn't happen. I'd say, you know something? Nice to stop by, but I'll wait for someone else to come.
By the way, when we walked in today...
Yeah, what happened, Jimmy?
I watched that Gone, Baby Gone.
Yeah, I liked the movie.
I liked Amy Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
That movie, I want my 90 minutes of life back. It was... I felt more satisfied after standing on the side of the road with a flat tire. I felt like my time was better spent. That fucking... 5th grade boy sentiment type writing. I wanted to light myself on fire like an MS lady in a bed and watch that hunk of shit. Morgan Freeman is the most overrated fucking actor in Hollywood.
He plays the same part.
Did he play that guy again?
He plays the same part.
Soft-spoken, very wise.
I had a daughter. Yeah, we know. Same inflection in every movie.
Yeah.
They'll just move your fucking mouth like the talking dog ads and fucking superimpose dialogue.
Were you
stinks?
Were you surprised to find out that the kid was alive during the whole movie?
No, I wasn't. I don't care who you blow it for. As an adult, I would. If an adult had written it, I might have been surprised. But like, this is what the worst part. The writer was so awful at idea conveying. He had to spell it out for the audience through bad character dialogue.
Oh.
Like one of the lines is like stuff like, "It's wrong to hurt a child."
That was Ed Harris.
Of course it was.
Is it?
I like your Ed Harris impression.
Yeah,
that is a good one. That's a pretty good Ed Harris.
That was very nice.
And then there's one where someone shoots a pedophile and the girl goes, "He had to die. He hurt a child." Wow. Really good writing. Fucking assholes.
And Morgan took the kid from the mom to try to give it a better life. That's
exactly.
all.
He was terrific. He was just terrific.
Okay.
Same guy. You're missing
I don't
nothing.
want to see it.
He was great in
me.
Glory. He's been irritating since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same fucking guy in every
Even
movie.
though he's the same character, I didn't mind him in Shawshank because that was a little earlier.
He was good in that, yeah.
And he hadn't shown that was all he does.
Yeah.
Soft-spoken, wise guy.
And occasionally his voice goes up like that. That's his idea of inflection.
Well,
I have Sam pulling some Morgan Freeman clips
from Gone Baby Gone.
No. I'll bring that in tomorrow.
We should play Morgan Freeman clips and try to figure out what movie.
It's from.
You'll have a tough time doing it because it's the same part. Hey, we got the bleachers here. They're filled with about 10 people.
Yeah.
And we never do this because I hate when comedians do this when you're sitting in the front row and stuff and putting someone on the spot. But I gotta put you on the spot because this chick is so nervous. I met her at F.H. Riley's on what, Saturday? Saturday. Now you guys might not recognize her, but she's a big star. And as soon as I saw her at F.H. Riley's, I'm like, holy shit. She writes a column for Newsday. Like she was the one that wrote the review on F.H. Riley's and gave it a great review.
Oh, yeah?
But she's reviewed other things, right, in Newsday?
Oh, yeah.
And they put her picture in there and stuff, and I recognized her right away. Well, she's a huge fan of the show. Came by F.H. Riley's, and she almost shit herself when she came over to our table just to say hi.
I know, I'm in the presence of greatness, so I'm very nervous.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a very nervous woman.
She writes, and there's a picture in the paper, though, because that's like a big deal than just someone that just writes.
Yeah. What's the name of the column? I always forget it.
It's the Impulse review crew.
Right.
Ooh.
So they go out and they go to a
dopes.
movie, or they go to a restaurant or a club, everything, and then they write about it.
Haven't we fucked around with the review crew?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we have.
Yeah.
Did we say bad things about you?
No.
I didn't ask that on over the weekend. No? Okay.
No.
But she's just very nervous, and she's checking out the show today, so I just want to put her on the spot.
Cool.
Thank you.
I forgot your name already.
Laura.
I should remember Laura. Okay.
Just look at Sam's hair. You'll feel better.
Someone's got to tell Sam that Afro Wars ended a month ago. Why didn't
I
you tell
forgot
me?
what he looks like with short hair.
Much
Like it'll
more
be
handsome.
it'll be weird. Is it much more handsome and modest?
Yeah.
It's great.
All right.
And thank you very much. But don't put the straw on top of the autographed Michael Madsen DVD. That's all right, sweetie. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, good. He hands me a fucking wet cup and he puts it on the autographed DVD. That's good. That's good. Why don't you just throw it in the tub? I'll get it later. Morgan Freeman irritates me. I had a 12-year-old daughter. Or did you? What happened? I imagine it was tragic, and you're handling it? Is that what it is? She died. That's good. It's excellent.
So I made it my life to save other kids.
We want to give this little girl a new life.
Yeah.
Ugh, thank you.
Yeah, she's not gonna hate you when she grows up and figures it all out.
Exactly, you monotone zilch.
Right.
I suppose
let me
Andy
get
was
this
just
straight.
sitting there, trying to be like it was before.
Yeah.
Yeah, was he?
Let me get this straight. You want me to understand that you took me from my mommy when I was 7 years old.
It was just fucking childlike idea conveying in the writing. And there's nothing worse than when some dumbbell tries to over-explain something to me as a fucking audience. Like, I know, oh, wow, look who else is out. Why don't we fucking get him in? That cocksucker from Lost. The doctor. The handsome
Matthew
doctor.
Fox. Get him on.
Sounds
right?
like we're going to get them all now. We're going to get all the
hope
Lost
so.
guys after Fanboy here did a great job with that
Hey.
interview.
Hey,
Get him on, bring him
J.J.
on.
Abrams did what he said he was going to do.
What did he do?
He's the guy who said we would get us lost. I asked him to
Yes.
get us lost, guys. You're welcome, audience.
Oh, that behind
Cloverfield, J.J. Abrams. This is his show.
That behind closed doors meeting we had.
Oh, of
we'll
course.
promote your shitty movie, but get us the Lost guys.
Hey.
What? No, that never happened.
Don't fuck up the Lost guys thing.
Don't panic. We'll still get the Lost guys.
I want to get Kate.
You know we're joking.
Yeah,
What?
we might be able to get her,
I
actually.
get Kate on.
Yeah.
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 She's cute. She got big buck teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, the Australian or whatever. She said she killed someone in the...
Yeah.
She's adorable.
No, not the Australian one.
I want to get... No, I know who you mean.
Yeah.
I want to kiss her on the cheek.
Dark-haired one. Do you?
Yeah, she's very sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I look at her muscular arms, and I'm like, how would she feel if I walked in shirtless? Like she's hanging out with all these fucking model, good-looking guys in Hawaii, and then if I walked in with my pale pink nipples and my flabby teeth. I have teeth. I don't even have tits. I have teeth. Teeth? Yeah. Like a small dog should be nursing off my fucking mushy udders.
Do we have the audio of Jimmy puking over the weekend? Jimmy shows us this video of him puking on his.
Did you see the video?
On your BlackBerry?
Oh, yeah. It's so funny.
And
I feel so bad for him, but it's just a laugh riot.
I was more disturbed about him being like shirtless than the puke coming out of his mouth.
And I stand up when I puke too.
And he goes, I know.
No knees?
No.
Why is that?
I'm a fucking man.
You're like a Chinese guy bowing honorably to the toilet bowl or something.
Saying goodbye to puke.
I know.
No, I got to be on my knees. I got to have like my
Isolate
hand
that.
on the toilet rim. Yeah. Well, for what? I got to grab the toilet bowl rim and then just kind of. I don't like it falling from great altitudes.
Oh, I stand up.
You ever puke so hard you're holding the bowl and you're on your knees, but like your legs jump up in the air, but you're still.
Oh
holding
yeah, you're
the
just
bowl.
like every muscle tightens up.
Yeah.
Even your fucking taint muscle tightens up between your asshole and ball bag. That whole segment just tightens up. It's trying to push everything out.
Actually, puking is not bad.
It's horrid.
Nah, it's all right. It's the fucking it's the lead up to it where you're really, really nauseous and you're like, oh my God, my mouth is filling with water. Oh my God, here it comes. Just fucking jam your fingers down your throat and get it over with.
I don't like the
Get her done.
I don't like the not really being able to breathe very well as it's happening, because when you stiffen up and go and then you're just like, oh my God, this better stop or I'm just going to suffocate.
I could feel I had just meaty hunks of food coming up.
That's bad too. You need some kind of a.
It was like a solid.
Oh, it's great.
Because I've never gotten sick from just eating until very recently. It's always been from drinking. So the first time I got sick from eating, I was puking and going, ow, this hurts. And there's like big shit coming up. Usually it's just, okay, there's the fucking wine. It looks like I'm puking up blood. That's nice. There's foamy beer.
I imagine it's very similar to giving birth.
Yeah, to fucking chicken and rice.
You got big shit coming out. You're
That's
foaming
nice.
and other
Giving
juices.
birth fucking, I don't know, maybe 7 months too early.
Here's Jimmy puking.
By the way, and to interrupt real quick so it'll be over. The way Kelly Ripa is looking at this Matthew Fox on Regis, if he took his dick out, she would give up her career to nuzzle his ball bag. You've never seen an I want to fuck you look.
You're nuzzling a ball bag. Enough.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Jimmy puking. For the people that haven't heard yet.
Here's Jimmy puking. Oh.
That's my favorite part. Like the lamb was officially born.
Oh. I like that. It's out. You can't get that shit out of your mouth fast enough, though. You're like,
It was full hunks of food in my mouth. It was pieces of food.
God.
That's that. You can hear how that sounded like stew was being dumped in the toilet,
Yeah,
man. That's, by the way, none of that's repeated audio. That's like all different vomit audio.
Did it make you feel better?
When I was done, I
Or were
woke
you
up a
still
couple
sick?
hours later and did fucking 2.5 hours of radio and felt like $1 million.
You were
Or
right.
$400,000, not quite $1 million. Food, all right.
Apparently not.
Yeah, but you had the fish as you were flying.
Yeah, it was
still
bad
don't.
move.
Wow.
But no, I felt fine the next day.
No, well, yeah, because you got it out
You
of your
puked
system.
it out.
A couple hours later, I was fucking up, right? Am I right or
Wow.
wrong, Ken?
All right.
You did good.
All right, you could have just nodded.
You did good.
I got a ride in today in a clown car. Poor Kenny.
That non-working truck of yours bugs me.
Yeah, what happened, Kenny? Your mic's on over there, I think. We got you a mic and everything.
No, it's either the battery or the alternator.
When will you know?
You know when you buy the alternator that it's the battery,
Yeah.
and vice versa. And then when you replace both and it still doesn't start, you take it to a mechanic.
No, I'll get a new one.
It's always the way it's been with me.
Yep.
Back in the old days.
You all right, Kenny?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for James's food order.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I knew you were distracted.
My mind's occupied with one whole thing.
One entire thing.
Kenny is a one task at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to talk about your car, but you're distracted right now. We thought we'd get a minute or two on your car breaking down, but I guess not.
Ah, there's nothing to talk about. It was lucky that it started yesterday so we could get home from the airport, and it was unlucky that it didn't start this morning.
Did it start like...
No, it's just you turn the key, nothing.
No, when it started yesterday.
No. Yesterday, turned the key, nothing. I thought it was my imagination, so I turned it again, and it started right up.
See, that's a problem. That doesn't sound like an alternator or a battery. That sounds like an ignition switch problem.
All right, well, I'll bring it to the guys.
Do you get any sound whatsoever? A click or anything?
No, absolutely not.
That doesn't sound like a
You're right, an alternator.
alternator problem or a battery problem.
Sounds like you need gas.
That's ignition problem. Maybe the computer. Maybe
Rotate the tires.
Yeah.
All right, Kenny doesn't want to play. He's distracted.
I want
All right.
What should I get, Kenny?
We got more audio of Jimmy Pukin here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they brought in some more audio of Jimmy Pukin.
Oh.
So here we go.
Equestrian or whatever you call it, always in the...
Oh, wait a minute. This is Rich Voss doing Lenny Bruce.
Wow. It'll make Jimmy puke.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got confused. I thought it was the same thing.
Let's hear Lenny Bruce.
This is Rich Voss, everybody, doing Lenny Bruce. Keep an open mind.
Equestrian or whatever you call it, always in the saddle, if you know what I mean. Right? She always had to be on top. Like I was some kind of horse or something. You know?
You are the ass end of it. And you got the teeth. So you're halfway there, stupid.
I think it's only fair, because Lenny Bruce has been gone a very long time now,
Yeah.
that we got to get some actual audio of Lenny Bruce.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. That was Rich Voss doing stand-up. It's just fucking Rich.
Really?
He didn't try to capture the essence of Lenny Bruce.
Really? I was thinking that I'm lucky enough to hear Lenny Bruce.
I've heard Lenny Bruce. Lenny Bruce sounds nothing like that blithering yut.
No. We got some Lenny Bruce? All right, Derek found us some Lenny Bruce, so let's start over.
Lenny Bruce was kind of jazzy, man. He had like kind of a different type of cadence,
Yep,
man.
yep.
He was, he's kind of like a, hey, man, what are you doing?
Like a
Yo.
beatnik kind of a...
have a different cadence,
Yeah.
He called her a cunt,
Here's Lenny Bruce.
If you've never seen this bit before, I want you to tell me. Stop me if you've seen it. I'm going to piss on you.
Wow, way to make Jimmy's point, by the way.
No, I know. But
Hold on.
It was a very slow delivery, yeah. But
Jimmy explained Lenny Bruce as and then we get
that's all right.
Tell me if you heard this.
It still didn't sound like
Stephen
Voss.
Wright.
Right.
But he did talk like it's just a different.
I need a better version. That's a very famous Lenny Bruce bit, but it's not his typical delivery, right?
No.
He was more like he was rocking, man.
Yes.
You got another clip, hopefully?
The bust. What I got arrested for in San Francisco. San Francisco, I got arrested for, what do you think? We can hear that, Daddy. I'm not going to repeat the word because I want to finish the gig here tonight. It's, they said it was vernacular for a favorite homosexual practice, a 10-letter word. It's really chic. There's two four-letter words and a preposition. I can't, I wish I could tell you the word. It starts with a C. Well, you know what the word is. Now, it's weird how they manifested that word as homosexual. Because I don't. That relates to any contemporary chick I know, or would know, or would love, or would marry, you know. And, now, when I took the bus, I finished the show. I said that word, you know, the 10-letter word. And he comes over and he says, Lenny, my name is Sergeant blah, blah. You know the word you said? I said a lot of words that time. Well, that word. Oh, yeah. Well, Lenny, that's against the law. I'm going to take it down. Okay, that's cool. Oh, gotcha. It's against the law to say it and to do it. Well, I didn't do it, man. I know, but I just had to tell you that all the time. Okay. All right. Now, we're getting in the way again. And one, he is cool, because he said you broke the law and specifically this thing. Now, the other guy, look, I got a wife and kid. I don't want to hear that crap at all, man. I don't want to get involved emotionally with this. What do you mean you want to hear that crap? Did your wife ever do that to you? Bam, then it got very sticky. No. You ever say the word no? Never said, honest to God, never said the word never. How long you married? 18 years. You ever chip it on your wife? Never. Never one time in 18 years you chip it on your lady? Never one time. Then I love you. Because you're a spiritual guy, but if you're lying, you'll spend some dead time in purgatory.
The bit goes on for a while.
Okay.
That's really funny, though.
That is good.
Barry.
Yeah.
You get sucked in. You want to hear the whole thing.
Yeah, that's Lenny.
Cocksucker jokes.
That's how Lenny performed. And now we got Rich Voss doing exactly.
Same voice.
It's unbelievable.
Equestrian or whatever you call it. Always in the saddle, if you know what I mean.
This is Voss at
She always
Caroline's.
had to be on top. Like I was some kind of horse or something. You know, that's right. Women like to be on top.
That's Lenny Bruce.
What about you? You like the top?
That's a word thing. That's a word thing.
See the actors.
They had to say it. That's, by the way, that's Lenny Bruce.
No, that was a question. That was by the director. They just left it in. That's Lenny Bruce.
That's Lenny Bruce.
That's Lenny Bruce. See?
Whoa.
Oh, fuck. That was a...
Oh.
They added that line.
He awful. Yeah. We're going to have to tell the audience that's Lenny Bruce somehow, some way.
Yeah, usually-
because no one's going to believe it.
Usually the audience figures it out on their own, but in this case, we're going to have to tell them.
Awful Rich Voss.
Be on top.
That's Lenny Bruce.
What about you? You like the top? Or are you more to that traditional garden variety sex?
Hold on. Are you more traditional?
That traditional. I don't think Lenny Bruce was swallowing words like that.
Lenny's always kind of shut off. He just kind of, he's like disinterested. He was just kind of like you, like losing.
Yeah.
Like you on top, and just kind of moved to the next one.
Right.
Traditional. This hard-speaking idiot. They couldn't have picked a worse person to play Lenny Bruce.
On top.
Was this a student film or?
I don't know.
No, it was a show.
Oh no, this is on ABC or
It was
TV.
a TV. It was a TV show.
American Dream?
Call it, yeah.
Dreams
that
or
was
something?
It.
Yeah.
What about you? You like the top? Or are you more to that traditional garden variety sex?
I don't think
You, hot shot, you got an answer for me yet? How many times a day? 3, 7?
And that was his
That's
whole
it.
role.
What?
That's it.
That was his whole role.
Well, we got he's got 15 more seconds.
Oh, does he?
How many times a week do you have sex? You, right there. You, with Miss Garden Variety, you. How many times a week do you and your husband do the deed? 2, 3?
I'm engaged. I'm not married.
You're engaged, so it's got to be more like 7 or 8. You know what I'm talking about.
It's fucking Voss.
It's Voss.
Hold on a second.
We're working the crowd.
Hey, I'm doing Pryor right now. I'm going to be at Albany at the Egg this Friday night. That's Richard Pryor.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, call.
Oh.
Yeah, come see me in Albany. I'll be doing all my favorite characters. Guy who wrote Happy Endings. You know, just do my own thing. And then say it's somebody else.
That's what he did.
What a boob. Okay, I'm telling you.
He didn't research that or try to be Lenny Bruce at all. He's being Rich Voss at Caroline's.
He brags about that, too.
I'm trying to talk to a civil rights lawyer, but he's dodging me. Oh, he's fucking awful. I want to bite Voss's fingers.
No, but it's so tiny.
Like when you feed a horse oats, and your hands are all gnarled up. My grandmother told me a story about that my whole life. If you're going to feed a horse oats, keep your hand flat out.
Flat, yes.
But it's like, and she's like, I saw a little girl's hand get mauled when I was young.
Nice.
How dumb was this cunt? What did she fucking put her fingers like all together and then tape the oats to it? How long did she leave in the horse mouth?
It's only going to nibble a little bit.
Exactly. Fuck you and your oat story, Grandma. What do you say?
It's not a tiger.
Exactly. What else did you do with the horse?
It's a dumb pony.
You watch you get jerked off? Horse gag? Did you participate in that, Nana?
Nana.
We've been all over Voss and his acting skills, and he does the latest Oscar moment for us. We're doing Oscar moments. Oscars
Great.
are what, Sunday? What's going on out there? No, I know. What is that?
Someone's making coffee.
Oh, that's just a coffee machine?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Oscar moments. We got Voss and Bob Kelly doing There Will Be Blood. Let's take a listen to this.
The Opie and Anthony Show presents Oscar Moments, memorable scenes from Academy Award-nominated films. Today's Oscar moment comes from the film There Will Be Blood, presented by Rich Voss and Bob Kelly.
Say it, say it. I have abandoned my child. Say it louder. Say it louder. I have abandoned my child. I have abandoned my child. I have abandoned my boy. He'll pay for the blood. Just give me the blood, Eli. Let me get out of here. Oh. Give me the blood, Lord, and let me get away.
Stay tuned for more Oscar moments, presented by the Opie and Anthony Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rich Voss. Rich.
I gotta say, Bobby was pretty good in that.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't?
No, he wasn't. He was just less atrocious than you.
You know what? I guess you couldn't see that he didn't open his eyes as wide as you do when you act.
I'm not saying I'm great, but I don't claim you act like you're Lenny Bruce incarnate. I was expecting to hear Lenny, and all I heard was you.
Okay, you know what? You should be the last critic of anybody. Bobby, after Bobby, I did that scene with Bobby. I was so impressed. It was great.
I'm a good actor, Rich.
Hey, Rich. What can you tell us about your Lenny Bruce role?
Well, here's what happened with Lenny Bruce.
This is inside the actor's studio with Rich Voss. Yes, Rich.
Okay, when I got the sides, I didn't have to audition. They gave me the part because of who I am to begin with.
Exactly, the only comic older than Lenny that's still around.
Trying to find a comic that might have worked with them back in the day.
NBC called and said, would you like to do Lenny? And I looked at my schedule and said, yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah.
They meant Of Mice and Men, Lenny.
What were you too busy doing instead of like I don't know,
walking around Montreal with you when you were out of work? That's what I was doing around then.
Yeah, but you should have maybe like researched the role.
Yep.
Well, hold on. You didn't let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The production shouldn't have either.
So they sent me the sides. It was only like 5 lines. Then I get there, the day before. I go over to the studio. That's what you usually do. And I met with the producer, director, and they handed me 2 pages of like 6 paragraphs.
Right.
So
where'd you park?
What'd you have for lunch?
Dumbass.
Exactly. Get it.
They gave me like
So I went to the, and then I went there and I had my hair one way, but they changed it. My hair looked a little more like Lenny's. And then I did
But Voss, why wouldn't you, watch some Lenny Bruce to prepare for the role?
Exactly.
Oh, how do you know I didn't?
Because listening to that, there's no difference than listening to any tape of you at any comedy club. It's you. It's not Lenny Bruce. You're not playing Lenny Bruce. You're doing Rich Voss doing crowd work.
Yeah, you were getting legitimate laughs, but I'm sure they were told to laugh for the production.
Yeah, of course.
No, here's what happened. I started doing my material, and they were cutting the laughs in. I started working the crowd. But you know what? I was playing. That's how I researched the role. I'm not an impressionist. I'm not going to do his voice. I played young Lenny Bruce.
Wait, no. When you're playing Lenny Bruce, you should do his voice.
Yeah.
Because you don't play his spirit. You don't eat the same lunch he ate. You have to sound like him.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, did I tell you I'm playing Jim Morrison?
Are you?
Right now.
Yeah.
Because I say I am. You think because you say you're Lenny, you're Lenny?
I'm not doing an impression.
I got many great emails, and a lot of people.
Hold on, Rich. We know you're good. Hold on, man. Sam Kinison wants to check in. Actually, this is Sam Kinison. Sam.
Oh.
Hey, it's Sam Kinison. Oh.
Oh, wow. Wow, just like him. That is a better Kinnison than Voss was as Lenny Bruce.
Yeah.
Listen, slow radio day.
No, it's not. You've been talking about this Lenny Bruce thing for a while, and I don't know. The show just kind of led into us playing the audio. That's all.
Well, but if you look at it, you see what you're just playing the audio. Of course, if you
Rich, it's obvious you didn't research the part.
That's right.
You're wrong. Go and click it, watch it, and see how I stand and I act.
Do you put your arms out like you did with Chaz Palminteri?
Yes, you know
Beans.
You know what? A couple people came up to me this weekend and said, it didn't sound that bad. My
Yes, daughter 1 and daughter 2.
You are delusional.
When were you at the school for the deaf?
And blind. They saw it online.
This is like rapid fire.
All right, listen.
Sorry, Rich.
Do we have more Lenny Bruce? See, yeah, right.
I'd rather listen to Lenny now than Voss.
Voss, this is actual Lenny Bruce. Listen.
Do that to you, bam, then it got very sticky. No! You ever say the word no? Never said, honest to God, never said the word never. How long you married? 18 years. You ever chip it on your wife? Never. Never one time in 18 years you chip it on your lady? Never one time. Then I love you. Because you're a spiritual guy, but if you're lying, spend some dead time in purgatory. Now, we really got into it. Okay, now, get in the court, take the same bus to Judge Aaron Alvermitz, a red-headed junkyard Jew, a real verbissiner with thick fingers and a homemade glass eye. Tough folk, right? He comes in, blah, blah, swear the heat in. What do he say? Your Honor, he said blah, blah, blah. The judge, he said blah, blah, blah. Then the guy really yanked it up. That's right. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. There was a guy up on the stage in front of women in a mixed audience saying blah, blah, blah. The judge, well, this I never heard, blah, blah, blah. Said blah, blah, blah. He said blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to lie to you. It's in the minutes. I'm not going to lie to you. All right. The DA. The guy said blah, blah, blah. Look at him. He's smug. He's not going to repent. Then I dug something. They sort of like saying blah, blah, blah. Because they said it a few extra times. Oh, look, do me a favor, too. Because this is very self-indulgent. But never applaud, because it really breaks my pace, and I hate it, because I don't know what to do. I can't smile like when I'm not. Unless you do something funny, and that's not. So I don't do it anymore. Now, they got so embarrassed, blah, blah, blah. The bailiff is yelling. What do you say? Shut up, you blah, blah, blah. They were yelling in other courts. What do you say? Blah, blah, blah. God damn, it's good to say blah, blah, blah. That blah, blah, blah. That blah, blah, blah. That blah, blah, blah.
All right.
I'm not going to lie. He does sound like Lenny Bruce.
And now this is you, Rich.
What?
It's very similar. I understand, but we're just getting a little picky here. I understand it's very close.
Yes.
Equestrian or whatever you call it. Always in the saddle, if you know what I mean. Right? She always had to be on top. Like I was some kind of horse or something. You know, that's right. Women like to be on top.
That's Lenny Bruce.
What about you? You like the top? Or are you more into that traditional garden variety sex?
I don't think...
You, hotshot, you have an answer for me yet? How many times a day? 3, 7?
There you go. That's you as Lenny Bruce.
Okay, even the lady in the audience said, that's Lenny Bruce. That's how much I...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. That was the director.
It was her line.
Because they were in a panic.
They went, no one's going to know who the fuck this guy's supposed to be. You say, that's Lenny Bruce.
And you don't even stand like him. You're just standing like you.
Okay.
Oh, is that it?
Shut up. I'm only talking to Opie and Anthony from now on.
Oh,
You
God,
look
there's
rich.
the clip.
You're standing like you.
Yeah. No, I was standing. You know, they did it a bunch of different takes. That's what
Why didn't you
happens
just
when you're
watch
doing-
Lenny and try to stand like him?
What's that?
Why didn't you try to stand like Lenny?
I think they should have got Slayton to do it. He would have sounded a lot better.
They should have gotten anyone else.
Patrice.
I got Patrice to play
more
Lenny
fucking
Bruce.
realistic.
That's the line.
I told you the story when I met Dustin Hoffman. Do you want me to tell it real quick?
Where'd you meet Hoffman?
Oh, you're going to hang up on me.
No, I'm not actually. I didn't know that.
Good.
Yes, you did. When I was at the Oscars backstage, I was standing next to Dustin Hoffman and Barbra Streisand.
Wow.
And I turned to him and I go, I also played Lenny, right? And I compared that to his Oscar-nominating performance.
Of Lenny Bruce.
And I said to him, I go, I watched you play Lenny, so I actually played you playing Lenny.
Please tell me you threw up on your shoes.
God, he should have smacked you.
I walked away, you know how it is when a girl says no to you.
Yeah.
All of you do. And it was horrible.
What did he say when you said that?
I said, thank you. That's a compliment.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Hey,
why don't you just look at Barbara Streisand and go, hey, nice nose, Jew? That would have been more comfortable than what you just said. You said to Dustin Hoffman.
What else am I going to say? At least I didn't come running up with a camera.
Why not? Well, how about that? That would have had more dignity in it. How about, hey, I loved you, and I thought Midnight Cowboy was the best thing you've ever done. It's been all downhill since then. Shit, Dick, explain yourself.
I would have went with Tootsie.
Tootsie.
Hey,
I fucked a chick that looked like you in Tootsie. What do you think of them apples?
Canada Chris writes, hold on a minute, just okay. Opie remarked, the show just led into us talking about your audio, Rich. Opie, do you realize that the lead-in was audio of Jim Norton puking?
Well, you know what?
Hold on, we got Richard Pryor calling in here, Rich. Richard Pryor, yes.
Hi. I was standing on the bridge, and one guy said the water was deep, and the other guy said it was deep, too.
You know, that
sounds like Pryor.
That sounds like Pryor.
One said the water was cold, the other said it was deep.
Oh, cold and deep. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, and Max was dancing across the stage. This is me when I blew up.
Is this is the guy that imitates Rich Voss, right?
Bob Devono.
Bob?
It sounds like him.
No, this is actually Fred from Brooklyn, Opie.
Wow! Whoa! Wow!
Hey.
You got me.
Impression on air. You unmasked me. I'm sorry.
Wow, that's very good.
I was also Voss from the future.
Let's hear Voss.
when he was smoking and we were doing that kazoo voice guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime Voss fucks up, I'm happy to call in.
All right, thank you. Why are your phones ringing now? Who was that?
That was
Whose
out
phone
there.
rang?
Sounded like sonar.
Whose phone rang?
Figured.
Kenny?
He is the worst ringer. And he always looks at it 8 times before he picks it up. Ringy dingy dingy! Ringy dingy dingy! Hey, you want to turn it off? We're burglarizing a home. Ringy dingy dingy!
All right, boss.
And he picks it up and he goes, hello. And he talks, and then he rubs the face grease off his phone and hangs up. The creepiest thing he does is when he rubs his fucking face grease off the phone on his sleeve.
Oh, shit.
His fucking head oil. That's just fucking hatred seeping out of him in an oil form.
He should, push it up into his hair. That would help.
His head sweats like dynamite.
Did you guys see our half an hours on Friday night?
No, I missed it. I heard it was good, though, Rich.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Congrats
All right,
on
well,
that.
listen, I got to prepare for another role.
What role?
A man with a baseball cyst on his kidney.
Oh, no. What's going on,
Oh, boys.
I had to pee into I got to send my pee into
Well, you know you can live with one kidney, right? So it's not the worst thing in the world.
Right.
No. All right.
You just
He
don't
made
want
it
to lose
50 years without a brain.
He's on fire, man.
Oh, boss always getting the shitty end of the stick.
Yeah.
That's okay. But, when I'm at the Arlington Cinema House,
Oh, my God.
In April, I'm in Richmond, in Arlington. Arlington, Virginia.
Oh, my God, Rich, you all right?
What? No,
that fucking tumor's taking over your body.
April 18th and 19th.
Let the tumor promote your next show.
Draft House.
Hold on. We got George Carlin checking in, Rich, before you go. Yes, George.
Hi, George Carlin, shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, in tits.
Wow, just like George Carlin.
That's it.
Amazing.
7 dirty words.
Yes.
You are
know what?
something.
If you go back and forth with Lenny again, I did notice a tinge of how I sounded like him.
Yeah. Rich, stop.
Okay.
Wasn't even
Congratulations
close.
on getting the gig, but stop.
Congratulations on getting 4 lines 5 years ago.
Hey, Charlie Batts from Richmond Hill, he writes, there are gay singles banner ads on the instant feedback page. What the fuck is Steve doing? Is there really?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
I need them up there.
Hold on, Rich.
Want to look at them and click them.
We might be getting off you. Where's the gay singles ads? Where's the feedback? How do you find the feedback? All right.
That's Steve. He'll be like, you click this, click this, click this. It takes you right there.
What do we got, Dan? Why don't you talk it through here? What do we got?
Well, it seems to be some sort of rotating banner ad.
All right, so click refresh,
Why the fuck?
and we'll get the next banner ad.
There's mate something.
Mate 1.
Mate 1. That's for anybody.
Right.
And Nicole.
And why, Travis? You've noticed this too?
No, I just know that Steve's a whore and he'll sell ad space to anyone.
But why? Yeah,
but he's on his way.
But why are those ad things on instant feedback? I don't. The fuck.
Because he'll put ads.
I
on
need
every single page.
a revenue stream.
And here comes Steve.
Here he is. Hello.
The ads on the instant feedback.
Hey, Rich, you're officially safe, so enjoy.
All right.
Enjoy being on the other side now.
Good morning, Steve. Steve, why the pop-up ads?
There's no pop-up ads, is there? I see banner ads.
There's no pop-up ads. They're just ads that pop up. Okay. It's banner ads, yes.
Fast Freddy's saying those gay ads have been there for months.
Yeah. And there's gay ads.
What's the gay ads all about?
Gay ads? There's no gay ads. There's ads for, I don't know, whatever company is. It's a rotator. So whatever they decide to put in there is what they put in there.
Oh, the uncomfortable snort.
There is it. Hey, whatever they put in, they put in. I don't care.
That's not a tell.
So they could put like an Al Qaeda message in there. And
Well,
you wouldn't know, or
not
anything
an Al
like
Qaeda
that.
message, but it's usually
No?
see naked pictures of Paris Hilton, which is what it is, I think.
Yeah. All right.
Well, someone's saying here it is. It's on the You Feedback Has Been Sent page.
Okay.
All right, send the.
So when you send a feedback, it nails you right up the ass.
Ooh,
yes.
Everyone's
Ooh.
saying that Chester's liver is in. It says
gay?
meet thousands of gay singles in your area.
Does it really? I had no idea.
Thousands. I want thousands of gay singles. There it is.
Fast Freddy's
that's
writing.
wonderful.
It's on the feedback page because us feedbackers are a bunch of queers.
Oh, there it is. And there's a topless gentleman.
Does it really?
On there, and he's flexing a little bit.
Well, I will look into it. I had no idea that there were gay ads.
Sign up free.
But it's your website. How would you
I know.
not know?
I want to be a macho.
Holy shit, that's a gay ad.
It says meet. Yeah, I got it right here. Meet thousands of gay singles in your area.
No
Sign up
shit.
free. True something.
Good acting, Steve.
Yeah.
Much better than Voss.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that is a gay ad.
Yeah.
How did that get there?
Yes, you're right. I'm officially out.
Are you really? Congrats.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to get you a cake or something? What is protocol
Yes,
on this type
Fudgy
of
the penis.
Yes. Yes. Fudgy the unclipped whale.
See, he's trying to combat this by doing doing himself, but
No,
It's
there's
all right.
really no way to combat. Either I dive in headlong or I get angry. Getting angry just takes enormous amounts of energy, so I'm not going to get angry about it. I'll just dive in headlong and continue with the pummeling.
Headlong.
Indeed.
No, it's really creepy that the listeners took years to figure out that this was going on. Yuck. All right, hold on. We got Chris Rock checking in. Rich, you still there?
Yeah.
All right, Chris is a new friend of the show. He wants to say hi. Hey, Chris, what's up, buddy?
Hey, this is Chris Rock calling in support of Rich Voss. Thought I'd give one of my standard lines.
Okay.
If you like pussy, marriage ain't for you. Boy, nailed it, huh?
All right, well, bit's
You
over.
did.
Rich, go back to feeding your kids.
All right. Listen, I'll see you guys.
What's going
later.
on with your tumor? Are we taking that out or what?
I don't know. I'm just waiting for more test results and whatever.
Test
It's not a
results. How
tumor.
long does it fucking take?
Yeah, you.
Oh, just blood and sonograms and CAT scans, and I had to pee into a gallon-liter thing yesterday.
A gallon liter thing.
Well, like a gas can type.
Are you? Are you pissing blood?
No.
Are you going to put a hat on it and try to raise it?
That's how you raise something with a hat?
Yeah.
It's probably a
It's a hat
conjoined
before you
twin.
start raising
the
it.
one with all the brains.
Right.
And it's just some fucking hairy tumor with teeth fragments in it. Yeesh.
I just learned how to play this solitaire on the internet. This is really a fun game.
What'd you just call it?
Wow.
What?
Solitaire. Whatever.
Solitaire.
Yeah,
Cinema Draft House, Arlington, Virginia, April 18th and 19th. Listen, anytime
You're
you guys
performing in a graveyard?
What's that?
I was doing it in Arlington
Who's in
Cemetery.
the studio?
joke,
Sounds like a bunch of cackling broads.
no, it's our listeners. They took the day off and all that shit to watch us do this.
When they laugh at you, they're laughing very hard.
Yeah.
So.
I have to shit.
All right, yeah, we got shit. Rich.
I got a fucking nice one brewing.
Wow, you ought to take the mic.
Camera's coming with me.
Yeah, why don't
good.
you get the audio of you shitting?
All right.
We're gonna take a break. Continue. Good news, everybody. Remember that song "Chocolate Rain"?
Yeah.
Chocolate Rain. Dan's got a picture with the guy, by the way.
Really? That's got to be worth a penny.
Famous.
Tay Zonde is doing another song, his follow-up.
Ooh, big
and we got it
follow-up
for
hit.
everybody. Song called "Crash Into Weird."
Look out.
Yeah, what's going on there? All right, we'll take a quick
I think
break.
I know how it goes. Crash into weird.
Find out next.
Goofy gags to play on your uncircumcised pals. Funny things to do with foreskin. One was you put fucking a little crazy glue around the rim, and you put on the around an exhaust pipe, the foreskin, and you drive away. Fucking pull the skin aside and dump rock salt in there. Clean that out, you fucking baboon cock. One was itching powder in the fucking thing, and then you staple it shut on top. Dirty fucking European dick. You stand a fucking uncut guy against the wall, and you lay on your back, you put your feet on his thighs, and you grab his foreskin with both hands, and you pull it up to your chest, and then let it snap like a window shade. And it will actually make the noise. I have to fill that skinny fucking fleshy pouch with crushed glass and fucking smash my fist on it. Goofy gags to play on your uncircumcised pals.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hit the bricks, Crusader dick.
All right, lots of controversy going on during the commercial break. We're trying to do this bit in the near future. What? Give me that sheet. I think we're trying to do it a week from Thursday.
Twisty.
Something like that. Oh, a week from tomorrow, right? Okay. Next Wednesday, we're doing coin cleavage.
Coin cleavage.
$2,500 up for grabs from Bodog. We love the people at Bodog. First prize, $1,500. Whatever. Ladies, bring a friend, male or female. Get topless and hold your boobs together. Your friend pours dimes into your cleavage. Whoever holds the most dimes wins. They'll win the rest of the cash, okay? Details on opieandanthony.com. Cash prize courtesy of Bodog. But Travis is saying that it's the worst promo he's ever heard.
Really?
Yeah. And now it's very awkward because Steve, who made the promo, is right behind Travis.
Don't have it.
Awkward for everybody. And while now Steve just hit Travis in the back of the head.
That's weird because now they got to hold the coins in their cleavage. So what's the advantage? Big tits, obviously.
Travis, what's your problem with Steve's promo?
Well, aside from the promo saying to email me, it gives virtually no information about the contest, and that's not really a promo.
Oh, we have. I know what he's talking about.
We can just
Sorry
play
about
it.
Just play it.
Oh,
just play it.
As Steve takes my head.
Give me your headphones. Shut up. Get back.
Go ahead, Derek.
Ladies, want to win some money from the Opie and Anthony Show without exposing your open asshole to a studio audience? Now you can use your boobs to win money. It's the coin cleavage contest. You're going to hold your boobs together. We're going to pour dimes on you. Whoever holds the most dimes wins $2,500 courtesy of BodogLife.net/poker. When you want to play poker like a pro, go to BodogLife.net/poker. Want in on the contest? Email Travis at FoundryMusic.com. That's Travis at FoundryMusic.com.
Must be legal female consensual U.S. resident 18 or older. Contest runs 2/18/08 to 2/25/08. Subject to official rules at FoundryMusic.com. See official rules for price descriptions and complete details. Void where prohibited.
Wow, they cut the shit out of that.
Did they?
Who's they? Aren't you the boss?
No, dude.
Shit.
No. There's
You're like
two
the boss
promos that
of
we have to.
production.
We had to. There's two promos we got to run. One has to run in sales inventory, and that's that one. The other one is the one we have to run ourselves, and that one is obviously not fucking cut yet. So that's the fucking one that has the 14 sales disclaimers in it, which offers up no information. We'll recut it. Fuck. What?
What?
It just always has an excuse.
Yeah, it does. If I didn't have an excuse, it'd be just silly.
Steve, we're trying to brand Opie and Anthony, so we got to drive traffic to Opie and Anthony first of all.
Yeah.
Right. Foundry Music,
All right, I'll change the promo. I'll
that's
change the
all
promo.
well and good. That's your thing, but Opie and Anthony is
How come they don't have email addresses like at opieandanthony.com? Like
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. They don't fucking. I have to clear the email boxes out.
Foundry was a good starting place.
Yeah, no problem. I'll change it.
Jump off point. Now we need.
That's fine.
Opie and Anthony.
All right.
Yeah. And no gay banner ads on that one either.
Yeah, I didn't know about the gay banner ads, so I'll deal with that.
What is your site?
You don't know about the gay banner ads?
Yeah, there's 24 hours in a day. I can allocate so much energy towards.
No, that's bullshit. 'Cause,
No,
like,
it's not bullshit.
We do a radio
It's
show every day, and if like all of a sudden there was like some kind of commercial for gay singles, trust me, I would know. And you know what? I don't even listen to the commercials when we go to break because we're trying to get other things done. But I would certainly know if they
If
were
there was a
advertising
gay,
some kind of gay thing.
Gay lube.
When we were not live.
Asshole lube or something.
Ass to mouth lube, whatever it would be.
Now I'm aware of it. Now it'll be fixed.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
Jimmy, anything?
Just enjoying my tuna fish.
Why would you eat fish?
Why wouldn't I? Steve.
No, he's not. I don't know, because you had your problem with fish Valentine's Day.
Steve's angry.
Is he?
Yes.
Why is he angry?
I don't know, actually.
Now, if we bring him back in, we get the real Steve.
I would like to know why he's angry.
Watch how this works. Steve. That was the... I'm trying to get out of the situation, but now we bring him back. And
I want to ask him, I'm curious.
Now it gets good. Why are you angry?
Why are you angry? You look angry.
Actually, you know what?
I told you this is textbook
There he
radio.
goes.
You bring the guy back, and you're guaranteed to hear a rant. Go ahead, Steve. Get it off your chest.
I was in the production room because apparently I don't do enough production. I've now been called out 3 fucking times and completely derailed my train of thought. So the next time somebody bitches that there's not enough Steve production on the air, it's because I keep getting my fucking ass interrupted to do this bullshit. So no, and it's not legitimate. It's let's fuck with Steve. Let's bring him in.
There's gay banner ads on the instant feedback.
I didn't fucking know about it. Now I know about it. Now it'll get fixed.
How is
It's a stupid.
But how is that not legitimate?
Yeah,
though?
that's
That's a real
certainly
question.
a legitimate
Why
concern.
It was brought up. Now it's brought up again. It'll get
But you're
fixed.
saying it wasn't legitimate. Jimmy just killed you.
But that's
You had a
like
good
that
rant
is
going,
legitimate.
but that is legitimate.
All right, fine.
There's
It's
gay banner ads on the instant feedback.
I'll get them
We're
off
supposed
the
to be
instant
like
feedback.
a guy show, like we're all about chicks and their tits, right?
Are any of the rotating ads
Right, AJ? Poopy
nude? Do they show?
I certainly hope not. If
do
they are,
show
then
big hard cock?
No, they wouldn't do that.
No.
And by the way, someone's calling me out, Fast Freddy. Yeah, those Louis C.K. Bobby Kelly ads aren't gay at all. We addressed that.
Totally.
It was funny for a little thing, but now it's enough. Enough.
Just like calling me out of the studio. Enough. I'm actually trying to get something done. So.
Well, Jimmy, you know.
All right. It's getting fixed.
What are
I'm
you
done.
blaming me for?
I don't give a shit. I'm done.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no, if I have a
Everyone's
problem,
on
I'll always let Steve know if I have
Everyone's
an
on
issue.
edge today,
I'll
but that
always let
was a
Steve-
legitimate
All right.
concern.
Well,
The
Steve
gay
always knows.
banner
It's
ads
getting
is a-
fixed.
That's a
It's getting
legitimate
fixed.
one.
I could actually make a phone call and get it fixed, or if you want to stop me 13 steps into the other room and call me back in the room.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you should understand
One,
that
two.
dragging you out of the production room is actually good for the radio show.
Exactly.
We just made something out of this
Okay.
horse shit.
Well, the thing that I was working on is now going to take a little bit longer.
Well,
all right.
what is it?
It's a secret.
That means nothing.
Oh my God!
No.
Thanks, Earl.
The recording of the Sistine Chapel.
No,
That's
it's
right.
actually going to flog
take it
somebody
on.
else into homosexuality, but I'm not going to.
It's the remake of Tubular Bells. Nothing. All right,
Whatever.
Because that's a very involved piece of music. And
2, 3. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hey, Steve, you got I got 15 steps and he calls me again.
he's losing his mind.
Yes.
He's angry.
I don't know why he was angry. I don't think that was crazy to say.
No, he's angry.
That's fine. That's textbook radio, though. Invite the person back in. You're guaranteed to get a rant.
5 times.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
All right, we got 2 more things we got to get done here. We got a big lottery thing happening, right? The Powerball. What is it up to?
Powerball.
Did they get a winner? Anybody know? Mega Millions.
I don't think they got the big one.
What is it up to?
Big prize.
Do you know, sir?
I do not know.
What are you doing?
I think it's 7.
What?
It was 220 million the last time I saw.
Who are you?
I'm Brian.
Hey, Brian.
How
Nice
you
to meet
doing?
you. What do you do here?
I'm an intern.
How long?
A month.
I hit him with a Kaiser blade. Fucking hairdo. He has a fucking sling blade hairdo. I love this kid.
Thank you.
All right.
You look annoyed, Ant.
No.
It's falling asleep.
No, he's
No,
not.
I'm really not falling asleep.
No, Ant's not falling asleep. No,
You
he's
got
not.
the heavy eyelids. Though,
I'm just
bro.
like,
heavy eyelids.
my eyes are burning.
and lots of yawning going on.
No,
yeah,
Ant's,
but I'm awake.
Ant's Ant's looking and see. Ant's thinking.
Yeah, I'm always thinking.
Yeah, no, but you don't look sleepy to me. You look like you.
I'm deep in thought.
Mm-hmm.
What are
I
you
am
thinking
deep
about?
in thought. And nothing I could really talk about. Yet. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Could you tell me?
In confidence.
Could you tell me too?
Yeah, I'll tell you too.
I like hearing this when my cock's being sucked.
If we turn off the mics, can you tell us now?
No, it's got to be post-show.
Today?
Yeah. That's why I was up so late.
Why are you up? Wait.
I got home from Atlantic City, but I couldn't go right to sleep. Because, it's kind of preoccupied.
You need help burying a body?
No, I've never needed help in that. Yeah, I'll tell you, after the show. It's probably best that way.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. What? Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh.
Oh, what are you kidding? This is me, bread and butter.
What happened? Am I going anywhere?
Well,
no.
Okay, good.
Well,
no, but I hope he don't. Don't even go there.
No.
We're just a bunch of assholes. We're all secretly hoping each other self-destructs. We're just a bunch of dicks.
And we're able to talk about it.
We kid.
Hey, remember that asshole?
All right, Mega Millions. So you got that? You got a big lottery thing happening, and
I could use water though. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were just tired from your Atlantic City thing.
Well, I was, but I'd gotten enough sleep from that. But then it was different. It was like after I got home.
Okay.
Then
All right, Jimmy. Oh, wait a minute. It's so embarrassing to do this in front of a live audience.
Oh no.
What, our show?
Oh, that was like a little dribbler, a nibbler. There were 2.
Did you guys ever go into one of those rest pods?
What's a sensory deprivation chamber?
I was in a store in Huntington over the weekend on Main Street. I just remember this. And it's in the aromatherapy store. I don't own it or nothing. I'm just
New
giving them a
age
plug.
stuff going on in there?
Yeah, the lady in there is very, very nice, and she's an Imus fan, and Imus has done this show a world of good because so many people know me and you because Imus talks about us.
Mm-hmm.
This lady has never heard our show, but she goes,
I know.
"Oh, you're the one that Imus talks about."
I've
So
heard
I'm in
that
there,
from a lot of people.
And I told her I was tired. I was going back to the hotel to sleep, and she goes, "Well, we got this I forgot what it's called. It's like a rest pod." And you go in there, and they throw like new age music in, and the bed heats up to like 100 degrees, and then it shakes really fast, and then you get some of that REM sleep for like 18 minutes or so. You're in there for about 40, but if you do it right, you get about 15 minutes where your eyes are just blinking away like a motherfucker. That's like REM sleep, I guess. Mm-hmm. So I'm in there, and I'm doing the whole thing. And I have just my long johns on because I wasn't prepared to go into the sleep pod.
Oh no!
And
what are you supposed to wear in a sleep pod? PJs or
under?
I sleep in the nude
underpants.
Why'd you go naked?
Because I don't know who was in there before me.
Is it fresh sheets?
Yeah, there was a sheet down, but
just start jacking off as it's vibrating.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you the truth. There was a nice feeling, and all of a sudden I thought I shit into my long johns.
That is relaxing.
And as I told my lovely fiancée afterwards, another story where she should probably just pack up and leave. I was so relaxed and half asleep, half awake. You know the feeling you get when you're finally like taking a dump? All right, it's time to do it. I had that feeling But I wasn't controlling the feeling because you as a human are like,
Oh,
wait, I
wow.
don't want to do this right
Yeah,
now.
you could clinch, make sure
Dude.
nothing comes out.
And then because I'm in a concealed pod and there was some like older Huntington bitch waiting to use the pod after me, the fucking smell in there because it was actually a fart.
Oh,
a really bad fart, but it came out like in bubble form. You ever have a fart that comes out in bubble form? Anyone out there? Bubble form farts, right? He knows. Okay. That I was convinced I shit myself and I was in a panic. And
You
then the
should have.
smell was horrific. And then I had to open up this space age pod to let the next person in and release the fart. But safe to say that I did not shit in my long johns.
yeah, well, good thing. But the place stunk.
Yeah, it did. Well, after I was done. And then I got some kind of aromatherapy thing that
So did the person coming into the room.
shoots some kind of steam,
Ugh.
lavender steam into my bedroom so I could sleep at night. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I bought.
My girlfriend bought me eucalyptus liquid soap that I use with a loofah glove.
No, you don't.
I do. I loofah glove.
Why do you loofah?
Why don't you? That's the question. See how I quickly lobbed my gay thing back into your court?
Yes, you did.
Loofah makes your skin nice and soft.
Yes. Okay. Meet thousands of gay singles
Yes.
with loofahs.
That's right.
What is the loofah supposed to do?
I don't know. It just makes you exfoliates.
Oh, exfoliates you so you're nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Exfoliates.
Here's the Mega Millions thing. So we got a Mega Millions thing happening in New York, and the dumb local news wants to help you if you win the money. Listen to how dumb this is.
A 9-digit paycheck? Imagine what you would do with all that money. Well, that's exactly the thing. When it's that much, it's sort of hard to grasp what it's really worth. So in the case that you do win, and I'll keep my fingers crossed, we put together a little shopping list. Roll out the Bentleys. Just how many of these could you buy with $179 million?
5.
Oh, about 542.
That's the reaction we were hoping for, by the way.
Yeah,
Complete silence
just
from the
that.
bleachers.
Wait, $100 million? You could buy more than 500 Bentleys.
No, I guess they're what? They're saying they're what, 200,000 a piece, right?
Maybe.
If we do the math real fast.
Yeah.
That's about
Is that
right.
figure?
500 times 10 of them.
What?
Oh, all right, maybe.
If cars aren't your thing, cruise on over to the yacht world. Currently, a mysterious Russian billionaire is building a yacht worth $280 million in
Yes.
Italy. So even if you won the Mega Million jackpot, you could only get a yacht half his size. So forget the yacht. Why not settle for a private island? Prices range from $10 to $20 million. So at the very least, you could own 9 islands. But if you're a successful movie star such as Reese Witherspoon, who makes $20 million per picture, each project is like winning the lotto. Reese only has to make 9 movies to earn the jackpot amount.
Well, so they're making you do math. Just
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
us it's a lot of
Why?
money, you assholes.
They try to put it in terms we can understand.
Layman
we can
terms.
understand just what you're winning. You don't have to turn it into anything else.
Right. All right, and finally.
Reese Witherspoon gets $20 million a picture.
Yeah, she
No justice.
She got an Oscar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oscar
She didn't
winner.
deserve it, by the way,
Right,
either.
okay.
What-
June
what'd she
Carter
win
Cash.
for?
June Carter Cash. She was decent, but
she was all
she was
right.
moderate at best.
Yeah.
Nah, she was way better than Joaquin. Now that's why she
Who
won
wasn't?
it. Yeah. That movie.
Poor balloon knot lip. Fucking suck. Oh yeah, he whispers everything. The elders. I've talked to the elders. I walk the line. I walk the line. I do everything except what I should do, which is break dance in front of the Viper Room like my brother. Fucking sucks a pile of dicks.
Dude, you want? Oh my God! You just reminded me of something. I was reading like one of those.
Pile of dicks.
Well,
Remind you.
yeah, in a way.
Oh.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. I got to say that. I was reading in the National Enquirer. Maybe we can find this. Holy shit! Who Merv Griffin had sex with over the years? Because now
a bunch of
everyone in
young
Hollywood
men.
knew that he was gay, but he refused to officially admit that he was gay.
Ooh, yeah.
And he died a few months back.
Yeah.
And they had the list of guys he had sex with, and Marlon Brando. Supposedly they would live together here in New York when they first starting out. I'm trying to remember the other ones before I hit you with the biggie.
Oh, there's a biggie. Bigger than Brando?
Who's talking out there? Who's talking?
Oh, people are talking now.
No, it's not the audience.
Point him out. Point him out.
Eastside Dave? Eastside!
You probably didn't know he had a mic on this
Eastside Dave!
ESD?
Eastside Dave.
Dave's look at him run.
You're wrecking our fucking show.
Oh, shit. Hi, Dave.
That's a mic.
Look at
What did I do? I apologize, sirs.
You were babbling. What were you talking?
Oh, no, there were so many. If I say hi to Sam, Shock and Rock Sam Roberts, then the
Shock
millions and millions of Opie and Anthony interns / minions come out, and they all expect to say hello to.
Oh.
And that's all I was doing. I didn't mean to do the disrespect thing at all.
No, that's not good enough.
You want me to
get naked
take
for
my
our
pants
audience?
off?
Yeah.
I figured that's what you wanted.
For the audience, though, not me.
Why?
Say.
I wish I didn't have to do this all
my
the time.
God.
They deserve a treat today. Eastside Dave.
You know,
naked, everybody.
I don't think this is necessary.
It's a treat.
Are you going to the
treat.
tanning salon or something?
No, I just got windburn, Mr. Anthony.
Oh, 'cause
God really loves me, though.
It looks like you got
30
like
degrees.
All right, get
Windburn.
get
Where were you,
naked.
on the fucking
wing of a 767?
All right, now turn around and show our audience. This is for
Hi,
you
friends.
guys.
Again, it's very cold out, and you can keep laughing it up, but it's it's freezing out, and that's why there's not a lot of action going on down here. Now, can I get back to my show? Okay, goodbye, friends.
And now he's awkwardly walking past the bleachers completely naked.
Covering that awful
Eastside
dick and
Dave,
balls.
everybody. Give him something.
Get a look, Dave.
Oh, by the way, Dave,
Where
since
were
you
we?
don't seem to give a shit, Ron and Fez, noon to 3.
Oh, no.
Oh, you
Jimmy.
didn't forget.
What? Since Dave doesn't seem to care.
So,
It's all about him on the Opie and Anthony show. Fuck Ron and Fez, I suppose.
anybody working for the show today? Could you find the Merv Griffin article, please? Okay, thank you. Because I used Dave to stall. I'm tearing down all sorts of walls today. I need the article. But basically, you probably figured out by now, one of his conquests was River Phoenix. Merv Griffin, according to this fucking article.
way,
I didn't
really?
actually didn't. Wow, very cool.
This,
Really?
yeah. I felt like Jimmy reading this article. I wanted to be in a bathroom puking.
How did he get such a young boy?
I gotta read it word for word. Just how it just will make you nauseous.
He's a very powerful guy, man. Merv Griffin could fucking.
He left the room at a party and said something like a mission accomplished or something. Exactly.
Ooh,
Maybe he just
mission
wanted to eat his
accomplished.
ass.
Huh?
Ooh.
Maybe he didn't want to fuck River. Maybe he just wanted to
Maybe.
eat his ass. I bet you that's what he wanted to do. He probably saw My Own Private Idaho, and he just wanted
That's
to.
exactly it.
He probably wanted to bend him over. I bet you he wanted to open River's asshole and just go like this. And breathe Merv breath onto River's bag from the back.
Coke Logic writes, Merv Griffin met the guys off an instant feedback banner. So,
Thousands, and one of them,
Yeah.
River Phoenix.
yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Anthony, put it in common man language. You could get 7,122,849 bottles of Jack Daniels and 1 liter of Coke.
Oh,
So
that
now you
doesn't
understand that it's a lot of money.
Can't really mix drinks like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Still can't find it? We're looking. I might have it for tomorrow then. It's been some great spanking material. I'll share it with everybody tomorrow.
This should be.
There's an article about Merv's secret gay life in the February 11th issue of the National Enquirer. Yes, okay, this will be good enough. Griffin's close friend and personal psychic John Cohan claims Merv was gay and he personally witnessed Griffin seduce River Phoenix after plying him with alcohol at a party around 1991. So River Phoenix was fucking young, man.
Yeah.
He said Merv was instantly smitten with the younger man, having seen him in the film My Own Private Idaho. Very good, Jimmy. In which River played a gay street hustler. Merv said, I want to meet him. He was like an excited teenage boy. Merv was an excited teenage boy.
Sure he was. River
And
Young.
River was literally
Yeah.
an excited young teenage boy. Ooh.
He probably had a. That's. Well.
Probably had a liver spotted cock.
I'm working out a really gross line, but I'll tell you what I have so far.
All right.
You know, River Phoenix was shaking outside the Viper Room, and I'm thinking now that he was trying to shake the Merv Griffin semen out of his asshole.
That's probably not any well. Let me just give a little comedy tip. There's no way to clean that up.
No.
There's no way to make that Leno friendly. How do you say shake come out of the asshole, Jay? But network friendly.
It wasn't that I was going for a cleaner line, Jimmy. I was going for a line that maybe more people would have laughed at. I was just trying to work it to be maybe funny. Okay, so Cohen said, toward the middle of the evening, Merv comes over to me and says, I'm going to take a drink to River. I said, well, go easy. He's a fragile young kid. Watch it with the liquor. As the evening wore on, Cohen claims he saw River, and he said, Merv's giving me a lot of drink. I shouldn't be drinking this much. It was clear Merv was trying to get him drunk, and he succeeded.
Bet you Merv just wanted to suck his cock. I bet you that's what Merv wanted. I bet you Merv didn't want to fuck him in the ass. I bet you Merv just wanted to fucking, like, look, just slide your jeans down to the middle of your legs. And he probably took his warm, older gentleman hands, and he probably cupped River's balls. And his dick was soft because he'd been drinking and he wasn't gay. But Merv popped that fucking cock and sucked like fucking gay guys suck, like... It was like a, like a fucking, like a. He probably made. I think Merv made piglet noises while he was fucking sucking.
At it, Jimmy.
No, I won't.
Piglet noises. You don't need a prop. Okay.
No, he was probably hold. I bet you he didn't even grab the dick. He probably just held those young balls. older man nose hitting belly on every fucking downward. River couldn't help it. River probably came before he was hard. All right. He was probably getting hard and shooting.
Merv came out.
Merv swallow it all down.
Oh, Merv, not only did Merv swallow it, he went and then he would fucking squeeze the balls and try to milk another dropout as if it was liquid gold.
Merv came out from one of the rooms and he was smiling and he said, "Mission accomplished."
Yeah.
Cohen asked Merv later, "Why did you get him so drunk and do that?" Merv said, "Oh, he's just so adorable. I couldn't resist."
Maybe he just kissed him. Maybe he just wanted to fucking like lick his nipples or something, or smell under his arms.
Nah, he probably did exactly what you said.
Sucked his dick?
Yeah, cupping and making the sounds.
I could do anything you need me to do. I bet you while he cupped, he would finger. He slipped his older gentleman finger under and tickled his asshole, and River probably wasn't that used to having that done. And River was probably laying on the back stiff, like, all right, I'll just come in his mouth real quick and get another movie. Like really sloppy and really fast.
Today's instant feedback winner, I just decided to start a new bit today, is Rod J. I don't give a shit what we've read up to this point. He writes, he's from Colorado Springs, he writes, Merv attacked River like Iraq attacked sliders. Hey, the article also says Merv had affairs. Okay, Marlon Brando, Rock Hudson, Montgomery Cliff,
Jesus,
and some guy named Gardner McKay. And it also says Merv's marriage to Julianne Elizabeth Wright was a sham to cover up his sexuality.
Was it?
So there you go.
Fucking, I bet you when River started coming, Merv gripped both of River's legs because he was as excited to be taking a mouthful. Like, as he was coming, Merv probably grabbed his legs and went...
Oh, God.
He didn't spill a drop.
Jimmy,
old Merv just...
Jimmy, it seems like you know a lot about cocksucking.
Yeah, I've had my cock sucked. Here's what Merv treated River's cock.
You're creeping out the audience on this dance.
Don't misunderstand.
Okay, all right.
Merv treated River's cock the way anyone would want their cock treated.
Very good.
You know? And that's how I would want my cock treated, just not by Merv.
Like what?
No, not by Merv.
How would you like your cock treated?
I want the balls cupped, and I want it really sloppy, and I want the hand and the mouth working together like this. And then I want the jacking hand to go, and he just holds the balls, and his mouth, I bet you his lips would open really wide, like, and he would gobble the cock. He would, like his mouth would clear the cock on both sides.
Wow,
and his fucking lips would brush like River's pubic area and then clamp down on the shaft.
Hey, you think Merv Griffin, I don't know. Do you think Merv liked cock, Jimmy?
No, I don't think Merv liked cock.
Why?
No.
Why? What?
He loved it! Merv loved cock!
We haven't done many catchphrases today. I know that was like a SEAL thing, but... All right.
He got him drunk. He bought him liquor, Sam.
Oh, no, Jim C.
Wow. That's right. There was botulism in it. This is tantamount to murder. His cock was wet, Sam. You know whose saliva it was? Murder. He took that young boy and he kissed his balls, Sam. And they were bigger than yours when he was 5. Because you're Asian, you have tiny genitals. I should have cut this one 2 lines ago, Sam, but I got greedy.
The audience is loving it, though.
I love Jim C. Who doesn't?
Can you at least give him the facial expression? Just give him a little treat today, Jimmy.
It was murder.
See, they love it, Jimmy, because they see the back of your head, unfortunately. We got to set up the studio better so they can see your face. They see my dumb face and Anthony's dumb face.
That's
They don't
right.
get Jimmy.
Translation of crossfire.
Yeah, they get Jimmy's the back of his head. Gary Coleman says he and his wife have not yet made love. Gary Coleman has not yet had sex with his wife, even though the two married in August.
That's good.
It will happen when it happens, he said.
He's a better shot of fucking Dana Plateau. Or is it Plato or Plato?
Play-Doh, something like that.
The couple, they fight so much that, yes, bride Shannon Price has fear for her safety. Fear for her? Why?
Is he going to jump up and bite her pussy? It was murder.
Hey! Whatever. So Coleman's not having sex, even though he's been married since August. Let's do line of the day and get the hell out of here. And get onto other things. SkiColoradoNow.com for info and great deals on 26 world-class resorts. Up-to-the-minute snow conditions. Log on to SkiColoradoNow.com. Here is a runner-up line of the day.
Wow, it looks like Ben holding the island.
Yeah, the set is on his cheek there, I think, right? Okay.
Why'd you do
They couldn't just cut it.
Joke, and I should have just let it go. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Why would you do that to me? I've been so nice to you guys lately. My whole body heated up after that bomb. Oh, God, was that awful. Here's another runner-up line of the day.
And look at Bob Kelly's picture with him.
Wow, it looks like Ben holding the island.
I guess. I don't know what happened there.
What the hell was that?
Who should be fired?
What was that?
Travis?
But we got it the first.
Jim's joke. It was funny.
But we heard it the first time.
Yeah.
Hold on, what happened, Travis?
What happened?
We heard it the first time as
Right.
the bomb runner-up, and then we heard the actual joke as another runner-up.
Oh, well, then I'm going to have to pass the buck to Sam, who pulls these lines.
Okay. Where's Sam? So are we up to the line of the day?
You are up to the line of the day, yes.
Here
is
line of the day.
Line of the day.
Line of the day.
All right, here you go. SkiColoradoNow.com. Well, here comes young Sam. Sam, what happened?
I had headphones on. What did I get blamed for?
The line of the day, the runner-up line of the day, running twice in a row. First with the bomb, and then the joke again.
Oh, I don't pick that. I just cut him, and then Travis is supposed to listen and tell me what's good and what's not. So Travis is my superior. I'm way low on the totem pole. So
All
I
right,
don't-
well, he's
Really?
right.
Yeah.
Travis, it's back to you.
Well, I would have to say that I enjoyed Opie's bomb, and then I enjoyed Jim's joke, and I didn't want that to be forgotten after Opie's bomb.
I don't know why you didn't just
Well, why
say that in the first place.
Exactly. Why you said that? Yeah, we had that poor Ronald McDonald hair come in here. Fucking tell us that.
All right, here's your line of the day.
Here comes line of the day. Line of the day. You look at pennies and think they look delicious.
Ah.
Yeah. No, no.
Is your tongue like a cow tongue?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right.
That just hurts.
You guys have fun out there? Anybody have anything to add? Everyone good? Anyone have anything for the show? Oh, that guy said maybe. What do you got? I saw that guy's hand kind of go up in the air. Anybody? Everyone good?
Thank you guys for coming today.
Absolutely. They were a very nice audience.
Yeah.
They laughed and laughed.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
See you guys tomorrow. Thank you for
Alrighty.
everything. And don't forget, tomorrow at, what time we have, 8 o'clock? Do we have Lewis?
Yes.
We have
Lewis Black coming back tomorrow.
Lewis Black tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. And we also have Terry O'Quinn from Lost, one of these stars of Lost, tomorrow at 8:30.
Yes.
And I'll be in Albany this Friday night at the Egg, because the radio show that was sponsoring me is on vacation in Albany.
Ouch.
My pal Wolf, so.
The Egg.
What about Roland? You good, Roland?
Eggs aren't funny. What is it called? The Egg.
It's probably shaped like an egg.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell yolks.
Okay.
Oh, that was a cute one. Bye. He should be murdered.
Are you gonna crack them up at?
They'll be cracked up at the Egg.
Oh yeah, maybe that's it.
You bet they
Let's
will.
see how many we can come up with.
That's it.
That's it.
Exactly. Fucking. I'm just trying to build the nest egg.
We're just
Yeah.
henning and
Huh?
henning and hawing.
My brains are all scrambled. I mean, come on, you know.
Yeah, well. Hey, Roland. What movie did you see this weekend?
Definitely maybe.
What?
Definitely maybe.
Definitely maybe?
Yeah.
You know what I saw this weekend? Saw Superbad for the second time, and it wasn't as funny as the first time.
No, never is.
Is that the case, you think?
Yeah.
Caddyshack, always funny, though.
Yeah, but you comedies like that, one-offs. Mm-hmm.
And I watched The Wire.
That's good.
And I watched the Slam Dunk Contest. Did you watch that?
No.
With the Superman dude? You haven't seen Superman dude yet?
No.
Christopher Reeve?
Superman dude. He put a cape on and then...
Oh, I thought you meant Christopher Reeve. Thought maybe they...
Whoa, don't go there, Jimmy!
Thought maybe they slam dunked him.
Go to YouTube. The Superman cape Slam Dunk Contest guy was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. I just know him as the Superman guy. All right, we're just
babbling.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
We're like Kenny's car at this point, so why don't we see you guys tomorrow?
Opie and Anthony.
Chocolate rain. Guaranteed to leave a big stain. Chocolate rain. Thought I was done, but I'm going back again. Chocolate rain. Certain parts of me are aflame. Chocolate rain. I'm about to blow a vein in my brain.
Oh boy, that was a good one.